All right, team, let's get this party started. Hope you're all doing well. There's your official jump scare, and we're about to get this going. So just give me 1 second. Let me announce to the players. First round has started, and we should be good to go here in just a minute. All right, so round one. Round one is live. All right, very cool. So tonight is a Pick 6 tournament. We'll go over all the picks here relatively soon. I'm playing Weber as my first opponent. And my picks are for tonight. Let's go over this. We got the Empire, Skaven, Chaos Dwarves, Khorne, Warriors of Chaos, and Nurgle are going to be my picks in order. So if I make it to the semis and finals, I have Warriors of Chaos, and then I have Nurgle, who, you know, gotta freshen up on those. Let me check here. See if you can do this. All right, and we should okay. Go ahead and message Adam TM3. All right, so should be able to add this player who came up late since we do have a bye round, so that should be okay. And let's switch on over to the main game here and get our match going. All right, so he's going to be playing Weber, I believe. What's your name? What's your name on Tavern, please? Okay, so let's see what this player says. Hopefully they'll give it to me quick. And our first round opponent is going to be Lahoot. We're going to have an absolute hoot here in this game. All right, so Turin versus Hoot. I wonder what he's playing. I think they're a Skaven player. I can't remember. All right, so Turin versus Hoot here. There we are. And let's do it. Okay, and then let me get my opponent coming here, doing some admin stuff because people have not checked in. Naughty, naughty. You got a long time to do it. Okay, so then that is going to be 5971. Okay, 5971. Is it 587? Okay, there we go. And that should not be this. Okay, hopefully I don't crash the friggin' website like a potato. That would be unfortunate. And cool. Yeah, so we're going to be playing Empire in the first round, which is going to be great fun. Let's turn that off by round, and then they should be good to go from there. All right, cool. So Norska in the first round. All right, Norska versus Empire. That should be a fun one. I think I have a loose idea of how to play this matchup. Back in Warhammer 2, it was pretty different. It used to be very Huntsman focused actually, but the times have changed, and I believe we were on Skjallandir's Cave, which is rapidly becoming one of my new favorite maps. I really like this one. All right, so let's get the Infernal Wookiee blocker up. Okay, get your Oppo. And there we go. All right. So we're all set. Thank you guys for joining tonight. And cool. So Empire versus Norska, I believe. Let me see. Gluck. And they're not switching up Norska, so I suspect that's going to be the case. All right. So the Infernal Wookiee blocker is here. There he is to make sure that my secrets stay safe. And let's get it, man. Yeah, he does look like Gizmo. He looks like one of the gremlins from that. Yeah, he really does, actually. I found out during some testing today that Kodil can defeat Kuga. Yeah, Kodil, though, is he's a campaign-only unit, so he doesn't see any action in the old multiplayer, unfortunately. All right, so what do we have to worry about from Norska? Trying to think who's going to be the problem. Yeah, there's a couple options, I suppose. All right, so let's cut this off. Yeah, you got the Wolfric characters. I think a Toddy is usually going to be your best bet in this matchup. He's very resilient, you know, and it allows you to bring casters other than, you know, the traditional there. All right, so there's that. Let's bring these items. Looking good. And now to deal with the Norskin Ungabunga. Empire Knights are going to be pretty good, but Skin Wolves do trade pretty effectively into them. I think that the Royal Outdorf Griffites typically are going to be, you know, good friends of yours. They're going to be very, very nice in this matchup. Steam Tank is an all right choice. Norska does have tools for dragging it down, though, 100%. They're definitely not bad at that. May the Force be with you. Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try our best here. All right, we're going to have some fun. Going to go a little off meta, but I think it'll be worth every penny. All right. You guys are going to like it. So let's get this. All right. And then we got you here looking solid and outstanding. All right. I think that's a pretty good kit. I think we got our characters all put together. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Would your dog be a good Total War player? Yeah, no, he'd be a Nurgle player for sure. He was a little rotten Nurgle beast, 100%. All right, so you got to max out on those, I think, in this matchup. They're very, very good. Knights of the Blazing Suns, I actually don't hate them in this matchup. They're pretty good. I think Empire Knights are also fine. You just need bare bones Empire Knights sometimes to deal with the gremlins out there. Okay, so that's going to be our starting army. Perfect. Norska is going to be getting real aggro, I'm sure. And in reserve, do we want to bring one cannon? Cannon's not a bad choice per se. Okay. Remember out of region bringing the Chad Theodore Bruckner on foot the other night? That was the real muscle play right there. Yeah, we can keep this. Keep those items, no problemo. Just came back from the gym eating a, hey, sounds good, man. Yeah. Getting that workout on. That's right, man. Not a Fleshhound. No, Wookiee was not a Fleshhound of Corn. Our Chihuahua is more of a Fleshhound of Corn, but this dog is definitely, I wouldn't say falls in that purview. All right. Yeah, I think that's all right for the reinforcing army. We're definitely going to need more troops. I'm a little bit balls deep in one troop type here, so I think I need to divvy it up and get some baseline stuff. Halberds in this matchup are okay. I don't think they're a terrible choice. Mixing in a greatsword or two is also not, a bad thing, I don't think. And from here, we can get this, and then I think we're sitting pretty. Yeah, I don't hate the idea of like a greatsword or two in the build. All right, well, let's see if this is going to work out, ladies and gentlemen. We have quite the schemes. You know what? Do we really need this? I'm always a little bit disappointed with cannons, to be honest. I know some people make them work well, and they can thump and do quite a bit of damage, but I guess it really depends on the map. You want the halflings? Oh, dude. Albion would be a cool faction to get. It would. I would not be opposed to that at all. Okay, so what do we have to worry about? Like a big old mammoth or something? Yeah, I think we have the tools to deal with that if we need to. Grenade launchers are also going to be quite good, so I think you need to find a way to squeeze at least one grenade launcher into the build. So we'll do this and this. Get you, and then the classic 250 gold left always feels bad. Yeah, we can get you, and then get this instead. All right. Good luck, have fun. I think we're ready. I like the build. It's very flavorful. It's maybe missing a couple elements that are like hyper competitive, but overall I think it's... he was looking at... Okay, he switched over to Empire real quick. I thought we were in another Empire mirror match, which would be insane. Because that's basically what we've gotten in the past like couple tournaments, because we usually go Empire first. And yeah, another Empire mirror match would be par for the course. Yes. Redemption arc tonight. Well, pray hard to Sigmar and maybe you'll get a Karl Franz game. That's what you got to do. I did ask this on Discord, but forgot to check in if it's too late. Yeah, unfortunately, it would be too late now because let me show you why. So there was one player who also forgot to check in, and there was only one buy round opening spot. So basically, you see how there's no like buy rounds or open spots. So there's actually not a possible way to add you into the tournament anymore. If there was somebody with a buy round or 2 buy rounds, for example, I could plug you into one of those spots. But other than that, unfortunately, we're kind of screwed. Sorry about that, boss. But yeah, you got to make sure to check in. It's an easy one to miss. Yeah, Wookiee's here. He is. Is there a point to using the leftover gold to increase rank? Yeah, there is on some units. For sure. Like if it's a unit, you're not going to be like spam summoning. I usually use my leftover gold on like an expensive unit I have, or try and fill out items on characters if you have it. The Discord link on Total Tavern wasn't working, so you have an up-to-date one? Yeah. Melody's got you there. Thank you, Melody. Appreciate it. All right. Cool. So Lahoot with the big schemes here, man. The big hoot schemes. He's up to no good. I often do wonder about using like Null and Ironsides. In theory, they could be okay here, for sure. The Chihuahua thinks so as well. You guys hear my Chihuahua barking back there? The terror in the night. The flashbang for people in night mode. Yeah, it's actually really true. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry to blast you guys with that. All right, Wookiee, thank you for your glorious service here as a screen blocker. Oops, wrong button there. And there's old Wookiee. Let me make sure there's no other admin stuff. I think everybody's got their opponents. All right. Great. So we're all set. Some very sweaty players in tonight's tournament. We got, I think Oishi's playing, Boss Toss, a lot of really scary people. So we're going to continue our tradition of trying to get top 4 and then gatekeeping. We have to make sure people are worthy for the grand finals. That's our job. Wookiee, he is the Eternal Guardian. He's a very good boy. Yeah, he was a great dog, for sure. Wookiee was a great little dog. I hope we see some Doom and Darkness shenanigans tonight. Yeah, it's not bad. But, of course, if you're going to be going for the Prince and Emperor, you can't afford to use Doom and Darkness. You have to, Franz isn't going to tolerate any of that evil magic. He wants the life magic because you need to heal him. So we did go with Karl Franz. He's not the most competitive pick, but he is super cool. And winning with Franz just is, yeah, it's very Empire, right? All right, so let's get you guys all forming ranks. We're just going to play the open field for the most part, which is very, very good. We're going to do this, and then we have some really, really deep set Hochland rifles, Hochland long rifles, who I love in this matchup. And honestly, I'm starting to like Hochlands in a lot of matchups. They're very good, and the Empire does have pretty excellent tools for protecting them, so that's pretty sweet. All right, so good luck, have fun. I do have the Pistoliers who are going to grab some territory in the woods while my main army advances up. The Prince and Emperor is here, and here he is. Yeah. It's your lore. Yeah, no, there will be Lore of Death tonight, for sure. I'm playing 5 different factions, so yeah, there's going to be some of that. Pistoliers at the ready, General waiting in the trees, and we're going to see where my opponent sets up here. Ironsides, the Nuln Ironsides, yeah. Yeah, they actually have good combat stats, too, so they can fend off things like very light harass units, I found. I mean, Furies will still tear them up, but if they had given Nuln Ironsides like 80 armor instead of 60, I think we could be talking about them being a pretty common pick, for sure. So Pistoliers on the outside to contest, and they're very good against Norska. We do have all the Spearmen, because they're your most cost-effective infantry unit, Spearmen with shields. And then the Hawk and Long Rifles to do the real damage is going to be the play. Yeah, I mean, we've been, out of region's been using long rifles. I have, Boss Toss has used them. What's his name? Blood Penguin? Plague Penguin, he goes by 2 names. He's really good with, I mean, they're just a good unit. Like, they're solid. I mean, they're just Jezzails on the Empire roster, basically. I think Skaven Jezzails might be a little bit better, though. I'm not sure. Granted, it all depends on the scope of the roster, right? Like, Empire's probably better at defending their artillery. Maybe. I don't know. Took a long time to set up there. That was quite a saga. All right, so let's get this objective. And we see a lot of skirmishers out of the gates, which is fine. We're going to get up and start poking those. And we could send some free company militia up out of the gates, but I think calling in greatswords initially is going to be better. So we're going to go contest these points now. So we do get this one, which is good. The Prince and Emperor, we don't want him to be taking any freebies, so let's set up shop like so. We do get on the board. My opponent does get the advantage out of the gates. Those are the Beasts of Tashnar, actually, so we got to be careful. Granted, Pistoliers can kite them pretty effectively. And yeah, we should be all right to do a little something like this. So now we're going to grab this objective. They're going to get forced back because of the Hochlands, and Franz isn't going to be able to contest too much there. But let's start getting some greatsword action going. We need some actual infantry, otherwise we're just going to, get smashed in the front line. All right, so we're going to get this point, and Franz and company are going to be forming up ranks like so. And we can go ahead and get a free company militia to kind of move up and contest that objective a little bit. So he's going to go there. In the meantime, Pistoliers, are they going to get this objective? We can call Franz over to keep the Hounds at bay. That's how we're probably going to want to do this. But if we do flip it, that's really, really nice. But he's going to get the outside point there, and then we're going to need to retreat. All right, so do we get it? It looks like we do. And we're forced off that a little bit. And now let's get the Hawk and Long Rifles to start teeing off on these guys. And you guys can come up and shoot here. Pistoliers need to full retreat, and Franz needs to come and party. All right, so greatswords should be waddling up. We can use them to start contesting this area over here. In the meantime, I think we're going to be fine here and just trash can these guys. Wow, look at that. These Pistoliers are wrecking this unit here. They're having a really bad time. The Dogs of War are going to be a little bit tricky to deal with, the Dread Hounds. That's why I need to get some Empire Knights called in right away, and let's retreat you back a little bit. And now you guys come about face and start ripping shots into these guys, and let's get the Hound units onto the Beast of Tashnar, Franz, and the Greatswords can start moving up this way. All right, so you shoot here, and you shoot here. So we're just going to go for a value trading situation, right? And hope for the best. Yeah, we will see how it all unfurls here. In the middle, we'll get some Empire Knights come in and just steamroll these guys as they try and push through my ranks. And Fran's able to get some big breaks. We're doing a pretty hellish amount of damage to his army right now. And those are Marauder champions, so this is actually a perfect fight for our boys here. All right, so Pistoliers keep skirmishing on the outside, form ranks here. And we just need to get one objective here soonish. That's going to be the big thing. All right, so the Hochlands, we need to form up. And now they're pulling back a little bit. So let's shoot here. Get the Empire Knights to run down this way, call the Pistoliers back, and keep our formations, nice and tight, right? So now we see a lot of Hounds coming in. He's going to try and get to my my backfield and get to my long rifles, right? Which is a good call for sure. We could shoot Wolfric a little bit, although shooting those skirmishers is not bad. Let's do one here, and one here. Good, and then we get these Empire Knights back. The Lord Boat's able to get some good work done, but Franz needs to protect here, and we can call the Pistoliers back to protect as well. All right, so the Empire Knights are going to go here. Fran's going to go there as well, and you guys go here. And now we're going to call in one more Empire Knight to try and fend off these Hounds, basically. That's going to be the play. All right, so one Hochland could be in some danger. I mean, maybe. We might lose it. We'll have to see. Overall, as long as we can keep a couple of them alive, I'm going to be very, very happy. And we can use a regrowth on these greatswords here to help them win that fight. All right, so the Pistoliers come in. The Hawk and Long Rifles appear to have stabilized, which is good. Prince and Emperor can go bully you a little bit. That looks great. So now we pull back this way. Let's get you guys on the Ice Wolves here. And the Hawk and Long Rifles can form ranks and start shooting at you. All right, so we're able to get the break there, which is good. Let's get you here. Get these Pistoliers rotating this way. And the Hawk and Long Rifles need to pull back and pull back. Looking good. And, all right, so yeah, these guys have been dealt with. Let's get the Pistoliers to charge these. These Empire Knights in the middle can go here. And Franz obviously will smash Wolfric in a duel, so we'll use the Reichlin Runefang to try and help out there a little bit. But we are getting stuffed off the objectives, right? So this is going to be very tricky. We're going to need to bunker bust through pretty hard. All right, so let's keep trying to get that Bright Wizard right there. And on the meantime, what's being defended out there? All right, so the Pistoliers do come out here. And do we have any more Empire Knights? Mostly expensive cav at this point. Yeah, so we do break through the middle, kind of. Fran's able to get a little bit of a push going. Let's get you guys there. And we are able to snipe his Bright Wizard, which is great. So we do get the snipe on the Wizard, which is outstanding, mind you. And now we need to start playing all the objectives. So we're going to get some great swords, start moving them out this way, because it's going to be one of those kind of games, right, where we really, really just need to, try and get through. So let's do this. Call the Empire Knights in here. Franz can go and attack these doggos and try and get a break right there. Hawk and Long Rifles, what do we want to be shooting at? Do we have Marauder Champions? We do have Horsemen. So let's get the Horsemen offline. Take down the enemy mobility. That's going to be pretty sweet. And the Pistoliers, in the meantime, can go and route these guys off. Let's keep you on this objective. Franz can go route those guys, and hopefully the Great Swords are going to be able to eventually get to that side objective and get her done. All right, so we'll call some Free Company Militia up, start waddling for all three objectives. We're very much playing like a value trading game here. All right, so the Pistoliers do get an engagement there. Hawk and Long Rifles need to retreat. Fran's able to get a good break there. And now let's go to this objective, and you just chase down Wolfric, while the Pistoliers can go after the Beast of Tashnar, which I don't know how that's going to go, but I think they should be able to hold it. And if we can call out Knight of the Blazing Sun or something over here, that's going to be pretty good. All right, so moving on up, we do have the objective being contested, but Skinwolves are here, so we need to get back. We can pull you guys in. Let's get these guys to move across this way, and the Pistoliers in the back are running into a precarious situation. This is actually very good for my opponent. The fact that I'm just losing all these Pistoliers back here is very, very dodgy. But we do have some good forward momentum coming up, and the Empire Knights there are chewing through, and the Great Swords there are going to be able to beat these Marauders in combat, I'm hoping. Value trading is close. I still have my healer, so let's just go and find some opportunities to heal. Franz and company, let's go see if we can bash you down, and in the meantime, you guys keep chasing this way. And the Empire Knights, yeah, maybe we're going to be able to stabilize some of these guys. Definitely going to need some heavy cav here in a minute. And let's do this. Knights of the Blazing Sun, let's bring them out and see if we can stabilize some of the backfield. All right, so moving on up, we got the Free Company Militia hustling, and these guys hustling here. Franz and company are doing very good, so let's pop Galmaraz and get this Wizard to come up and drop some heals. In the backfield, yeah, we just need to get all these Hounds offline. I think the Hawklands, their days in the sun are over, although we do stabilize some here, which is great. So Great Sword's starting to win that fight, and we do start to get some capture weight here, which is good. So let's pull back and get these Spearmen moving up to this point. Great Swords come over here. Fran's a little bit trapped up by the Condom Wolves, and his reinforcements unfortunately did break. So let's do the classic iconic combo of Franz and Regrowth, right? That's going to be very good. All right, so we stabilize that point. Let's take down these Marauders back here. Get you guys moving up, and the Hawk and Long Rifles can start getting on those. We got Spearmen coming in, and let's get these Empire Knights to turn about face and get this. And what do we have here? Trolls? Okay, so that's where we call in the Griffites on that side to try and win that objective, and that's going to be the play. Uh-oh, my Wizard got a little bit trapped up here, so it feels bad. All right, do I have Blazing Suns? We do, but they're still chewing through Marauders back here. And we do get the Hawk and Long Rifles back online. All right, Fran's in a little bit of trouble with his pet Wizard there. This objective is going to flip to us. We do have time to work with this. Yeah, Griffites will be the call-in over there, and these guys are going to get broken for sure. We have to sacrifice the Jade Wizard, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Both Long Rifles came back online. That's actually super clutch for us. And these Great Swords are going to need to retreat. Probably pull back into the trees where we can get some support. All right, so Free Company Militia have done it. Let's get these Empire Knights cruising over this way. And the Blazing Suns with Franz should be pretty good. If Franz is with them, it's going to be one thing for sure, but we're going to need the Franz. All right, so we're pulling back here. We have this objective pretty secured, I do dare say. And now we move this way and get ready to party. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. All right, so the Hawk and Long Rifles back online, although some of these damn trolls here, these stupid Marauders came back, and we're able to cause quite a bit of havoc. Let's do this and this, and get ready to party here. That objective is secured. Great Swords are fighting a hard fight in the woods. Hopefully they can hold a little bit longer. So let's get in here, do this, and get you guys to move up here. And did we get these guys off yet? Not quite. Okay, so you guys and you guys, let's get on those Skin Wolves there. And hope that we're going to be able to hold. He's going to start Helm's Deeping on this side probably, but the Royal Outturf Griffites should be able to make a big difference in this fight. They're basically a counter against all this stuff. So maybe we're going to be able to get it. But Franz and company do get a good bunker bust. Let's call you guys over here. And yeah, if we can win this particular fight, man, that's going to be really, really good. So we also need to start reinforcing this outside objective. calling in some Spearmen with Shields to help win that fight. And the Griffites, yeah, the Greatswords unfortunately got smashed up. So he's going to Helm's Deep on that back objective. So we just need to get a crushing amount of force over and hopefully overwhelm him here. Yeah, the Hawk and Long Rifle's doing their job. Let's have them shoot here. Let's move you guys up. Franz and company are just working through these Armored Skin Wolves. Not going to be easy. We can call you guys over and just basically, yeah, we're just going to be saturating out here nonstop with mass amounts of troopers and preparing for the fight. That's going to be that. So this objective should be ours. I don't think there's any hope that they're going to stabilize that. So the Prince and Emperor needs to start hustling this way. And yeah, now we just call out mass pressure on that side, and Long Rifles can just kind of keep value farming, pull this way. You guys go this way, get this objective, and Fran's going to head over here. Let's get Free Company heading over here. And yeah, all hands on deck, man. This is it. This is going to make for a very epic ending to the game. I don't have too much time, though, so I think my opponent has the advantage here, but we are going to get like one more Alpha Strike on that position before all goes south, right? That is the case. All right, so the Hawk and Long Rifles did pretty good. We can start shooting here. Start shooting here, do this, and how long do we have? We do not have long at all, but the Griffites might be able to get a Fat Terror out. We're going to have to see. And we will have the Grenade Launcher call in too, so there is that. All right, you guys, go here. I definitely had some blunders this game, but it was good enough play. I'm not upset about it. It was definitely not the best, not the worst, but Grenade Launcher time is now. So yeah, we just got to go for it, guys. We don't have a lot of time here. All right, so let's move you guys in. Let's do this. Get you guys coming. Franz is going to be there. And we'll get the grenade launchers in the bushes here, although Free Company probably better just because they have the good capture weight and can get there a little bit faster. All right, so the Griffites are going to move on. Oh, wow. I'm getting capture weight on it right away. That's pretty big. And you guys need to get on the Skin Wolves. Franz needs to come over and help. And you guys move up. You guys move up. And hopefully we can get there and provide the Reikland Runefang. That's going to be pretty clutch. Let's get some Pistoliers coming over there. So Pistoliers are going to move. I don't think we have enough time, but what an epic match. Really, really well played to my opponent. It was a great game. Very fun. It's a cool matchup, honestly. Nothing funny on that side, but are we going to be able to get some routes off? Maybe. I mean, the Trolls, and we do have a lot of capture weight pushing through here. We have 30 seconds left. Pistoliers maybe can get a rear charge on these guys. I don't know, and break these. That's possible. Free Company Militia are screaming on in there. You have 2 units here. We're going to need to get some, like, leadership breaks, though. Yeah. I don't know if we have enough. Okay, Skin Wolves do hold. Those Trolls, unfortunately, are shaken, but they're holding the ground. Yeah, only 10 seconds left, but we need a little bit more than that. He's trying for a little bit of funny business on the backside, but nothing there. Wow, what a close game, dude. That was a really, really good one. Well played. I love close games like that. That's like with the spice of life for Warhammer, man. Well, you guys have already seen it, so. GG, well played. Nice match to my opponent. He earned the hell out of that one. Misplays, we blundered our caster. That was pretty bad. That was really sloppy. I think we also did a subpar job of defending our backfield. It got a little bit too messy. I think just, Franz was all right, but he was a little expensive. Like a Boris Todbringer type character could have been better with like a Firecaster or a Netcaster, even to just control the backfield, because it was just not the most synergistic, that's for sure. GG, well played. GG, well played. Very fun. Report, please. All right, let's see what admin drama I have. All right, looks like my opponent didn't show up. Okay, so too late. You can get win. You get win. They can play next rounds. Report as Corn Mirror. Thank you. All right. Cool beans. Yeah, that was a great match, though. Really, really good. I liked it. I just think my build was off, and my opponent played very well. You need to. The Greatswords were a cool tech. I didn't hate them. The Griffites were good. We were just a little bit behind the ball on everything. A little bit behind the ball. Yeah. Yes, the dreaded Toddy Deathcaster. I mean, at the end there, it would have been useful. The healing was basically useless. My magic was dead weight. Franz didn't even take damage. It was just haggard. It was haggard. The magic was subpar. It really was. All right. Okay. You too? So we still have a chance at top 4 if we win our next couple games. And what do we have next? I think we have some Chowie coming up tonight, which is going to be super fun. Haven't been playing Chorfs much. I'm a little bit rusty on them. Been playing more Empire lately. Really fun faction. All right, so Skaven. Ah, yes, the Horned Rat. He comes next. The Horned Rat is always strong. Okay. And let's see here. It is going to be... Oh, did Oishi lose? Somebody beat Oishi? Yeah, wow. Apostate took down Oishi with... what did he win with? With the Dwarves. Ah, yeah, Dwarves are hard. They're very good. And what was Oishi playing? Empire. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cursed. All right. Otherwise, waiting a bit. Or you two can. Let's refresh this. See what's cooking here. How are we looking? But later on, if there is time in rounds and you both finish early, you can play it if you want, because it doesn't affect stats. Okay, cool. So he's doing a little bit of admin work there. Apostate, you lucked out there. Oh, to be completely honest with you though, like Empire doesn't get countered like dwarves like they used to. Like Empire can beat the dwarves now. Now, sure, it might be like a 55-45 matchup or a 60-40, but Empire can totally beat dwarves. You just come into the build like this, right? Hawk and long rifles are insanely good there. You could just go with 4 of them, full on shooting gallery. You know, on the right map, you can even call in like double, artillery here, and then, get like Balthazar Gelt or something. Like this can punish a dwarf army pretty bad, because these will beat their cannons, and then this just shoots up their army, and then all you call in from there are like great swords and like, Knights of the Black Rose, things like that. Yeah, Gelt would have been good. Gelt would have been better. I needed more to protect my army. I just like had nothing. Franz was too expensive. So if you guys wanted to like optimize my build from last game, I really just had an itch to bring Prince and Emperor, but he did fine though. He was a good bully, but yeah, Gelt would have been the play. He's really nice. You can just get Balthazar Gelt with Searing Doom only, Arcane Conduit, and then from here you can get like a much bigger army. You always want to go for the Spearmen, and then just like 2 great swords, and then like 2 Empire Knights, right? Like a build, yeah, you can cut the Arcane Conduit even. So yeah, this build would have been way better last game, like exponentially better, probably, right? So something like that for the opening would be good. Yeah. Honestly, Huntsmen can work too. Huntsmen are very good against Skin Wolves, and a little bit more resilient to being run down. But if you're going to be going triple missiles, you need to go Cheap Lord. Okay. And I can update later. All right. So what is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready for the next round? The dreaded Skaven cometh. The horned rat must feast. Oh, you can't bring high magic with Empire. Yeah, they're not on there. So we got Mr. Hill playing in B6 and attack speed endure. All right, a couple games still to finish as we approach the 30-minute marker. And cool beans, man. Yeah, some great players playing tonight. I'm very hyped to see how this goes. Why are Empire crossbows never used? It's a bit of a tricky thing. I mean, in theory, they're not terrible. But like for a little bit more, you get a Vanguard unit that has stock and has anti-large. Sure, the raw DPS won't be as much as a crossbow against other targets that aren't large, but the safety of having a stock unit is just so good. I mean, but yeah, Crossies, I don't know what matchups I would use them in. I have no idea. Any new thoughts on Tzeentch? Yeah, Tzeentch is fun. Just they take some getting used to. They're very different than the other Chaos factions. Very different than like Nurgle, Khorne, and Slaanesh, who all kind of play pretty much identical in the playstyles. Like the fundamentals of those factions are the same, but Tzeentch is very different. Mortar Wagons are probably only good against like maybe Skaven and Coast in very fringe situations. Yeah. Free Company Militia are awesome too. Free Company are like good enough to fight in melee and fight for an objective, and they also have good hybrid shooting. So, but yeah, again, the crossbows have great range and good arcs of fire, so you are getting that. Yeah, I can't think of a matchup in which I would want to bring crossbows. Let me think. No, not against Beastmen. Maybe no. Doc is too good at swarming. I don't know. Maybe no. Vampire counts. Nurgle, maybe. Maybe you could get away with crossbows against Vampire Coast. Vampire Coast would probably be the best matchup for crossbows. If I had to say, that would be the best. Yeah. The weird thing about crossbows is that slight AP adventure maybe against mid-range armor. Yeah, the crossbows are just so squishy though. I like having stock on the Huntsman because then your opponent can't plan for them when they're like advancing against you. That feels very nice. All right. So let's do this. We'll just do Turin here. And hopefully Lahoot continues to win. We need the player who beat us to win the rest of their games to get us the dreaded tiebreakers. Okay, refresh this. Still waiting on those 2 games, man. Those guys are really sweating it out. It must be a lag situation. I should have picked Vampire Counts tonight. Vampire Counts are a faction I've been wanting to play more. I mean, I think they're actually quite good. A lot of people kind of dunk on vampire counts and say they're bad, but I think in domination, the way they play is really lends itself to domination mode, right? Like in land battle, you can probably abuse them more in their lack of range and just kite them and really be nasty. But in dom, like, you kind of have to fight them at a point. You could still do the same thing. Like most Empire players will just value farm. They'll value farm these guys, you know, and then go in and fight them later. Classic. Did someone exit the first round? Did someone quit Orthus that I'm not aware of? No lag, just a desperate fight versus the Shredder. We just finished. Ah, all right. Very good. Oh, you guys haven't reported the score yet. Okay. How does one play Tzeentch? I haven't touched them in multiplayer yet. I'm still learning myself. I mean, answering generally of like how you play a faction, it really depends on what you're playing against, you know? It's like you don't play Terran against Zerg the same way you play Terran against Protoss. So it really depends on the matchup. If you gave me more specifics, I could probably help you out. Yeah, vampire counts are nasty though, man. I think they're very cool in some matchups. They're very like skewed, like extremely good in some, but extremely bad in other matchups, I feel. Yeah, no, we learned a lot on the Tzeentch SFT, and we ended up getting some decent wins towards the end of it, and even one of our losses was against a great player and is very close, so it was good. Yeah, vampire counts are good. I think they're good. Yeah, Skaven are one of my sleeper favorite factions to play right now, though. I'm really enjoying Skaven. Really enjoying the little rat people. Okay, Mr. Hill, and then B6 and attack speed and jar. Yep, they're still playing it out. Shouldn't be too much longer. Let's see what I'm getting pings. Okay. Who's this? Sorry, guys, a little bit of adminning here. Let's switch them for now. We'll survive. Okay, cool. So just had to do a little bit of a ruling there. Should be good. What is the pick six? My odds of making semis are not great. It's still possible. If I run into some strong players in the next few rounds. I did lose a very close game just now. But my finals faction is Nurgle and my semis are Warriors of Chaos. If I had to play for my life, Warriors of Chaos would be what I would choose. They're my strongest faction. So I save them. There's arguments to be made of using them in the earlier rounds too to like increase your chances of just making top 4. It's kind of one of the interesting tactics of the pick 6 tournament, you know. Muffled happy rat noises. Skaven are great, dude. I'm really enjoying the rats. Perhaps a little bit of theory crafting. Yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know. I can answer anything. I'm like the haggard jack of all trades, although I don't play elves really. High elves I've been having fun with actually. They have some builds that are really cool in Dom. Any plans for another co-cast tourney with Dav? Yeah, no, I would absolutely. And you know what I'm going to try and do is when there's whenever I work with CA to do the official events, I'm going to see if Dav wants to join me with casting. I think that'd be fun. So, finished watching The Rookie. Thanks for the rec. It's really fun. Yeah, it's like just a wholesome, fun show. Easy to watch, low stakes. You know, everything is pretty low key there. How to fix Bretonnia? Yeah, Bretonnia is a weird one, man. I don't even know. Maybe if you gave the Bretonnia, it's so hard for them, man. Like so many of the factions just got halberds. That is a complicated question that would need some deep thought. I don't know if I can answer that right off the top of my head. Been watching since Warhammer 1. Remember pre-healing cap? I do. Those were the dark ages, man. No healing cap, so you could have infinite healing, infinite summons. Summons lasted forever, so like a vampire count player could bring like 2 zombies summoners and literally have like 20 plus zombies on the battlefield on top of their starting army. It was anybody who says like Warhammer 1 was a competitive game is just it was not fair at all. Warhammer 1 was a meme. Granted, it was a lot of fun, but it was very unbalanced. Yeah, Warhammer 3 and yeah, I don't know. Warhammer 3 probably has like, I mean, domination mode is very good for competitive play, right? Because you don't need to have player-made rules, and there's no like drama with any of that. But Warhammer 2 had an amazing competitive scene as well, I would say. All right, so let's advance at Swiss on to the next round, and here we are. So let's see who we got. Did that not work? Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, I think I might know what's happening here. I think because I added the player, it might have screwed up the bracket. I might have to do something about that. Oh no, that's not good. Did he have an entry though? This is a bug that occurs when you add somebody after the tournament sometimes. If they didn't have a sign-up. Let me see, did they have a sign-up? Okay, so he would be... Oh, I think he might not have had a sign-up. Oh, so that's why adding him is causing problems. Let me try and advance the Swiss again. If it boots me off again, yeah, I know what the problem is. Okay. All right. So let me message this gentleman. Okay, so you didn't sign up for tourney at all, correct? Yeah, I might need to drop the player who signed up, who forgot to sign up and we added late, because they can cause, if he doesn't have a sign-up profile for the tournament, when you try and advance it, it has problems because it doesn't have a score to register them. Yep, so that might have to happen, which is unfortunate, but we will see. We will see. Okay, waiting for a response from this player. Okay. Weber, and he didn't check in. Oh, it's a different account. Oh, okay. Okay, so I just need to fix this. It should be a fixable problem. All right, janky website stuff. Okay, let me do this, and we'll get it fixed. So he signed up with cooks number 0. All right, I should be able to fix this, and we should be golden. Yeah. Okay. And where is this? There it is. All right, and the score should be the exact same. And then we should be able to advance everything. Thank you guys for your patience. Isn't Bretonnia really strong in land battle? I wouldn't say that. They're certainly probably better in land battle, but I don't know by how much. I would assume Bretonnia is like on the lower echelon of factions, if I had to guess. All right. Let's refresh this, see if that worked. And now we can try and advance this. Yeah, hopefully it works. All right, great. That worked that time. Cool. All set. All right. So now we have our opponent. Round 2 is live. The Herald is upon us. Round 2 is live. There we go. And I have the dreaded cow. All right, so let's get our Skaven in there. And our opponent is going to be this player here. All right, cool. So get those matches going, people. Let's try and keep it under 30, 40 minutes if possible. We're up. Good luck, have fun. Sorry, I missed this message. We'll get back soon. Okay, cool. So my opponent is going to be playing what? And where are we here? Looking at the tournament chat. Scrolling on up. Greenskins. Okay, Greenskins versus Skaven. We have the Savage Rat battle here. And the map for round 2 is going to be, I believe it is going to be the Jade Tomb, which is an S-tier Skaven map, which is why I picked Skaven on it. The Jade Tomb. Looking good. We're going to start building our army for when our opponent inevitably gets here. Okay, where is this? Where is this? Where is this? All right. Let's get our stinky little rat people all happy and ready to go. So where's the blocker? And I'll be back in just a second. All right, so we're back in business. Is this favored for the Greenskins? I don't think so. I think that you can do pretty well with the stinky little rats in this matchup. Personally, I like it, but, you know, we will see. We will see. Triple Dizales? Probably not. That's a little too risky, I think. But we will have plenty of rats to be sacrificed. mean, every good Skaven build is going to be just packed with a load of stinky rat people. Okay, let's get a couple of you. We're going to get this unit. And then we have enough for a couple little skirmishers, and we are going to do it. Okay. Soundtrack for this game is great. I've always liked it. Do we want to get like Skaven Slave Slingers? Probably not a bad idea. Yeah, I think a couple of Skaven Slave Slingers are always welcome. And then skirmishers. You know, those are Night Runner slings, so they could theoretically be good. Granted, they're probably just going to get mulched on. All sorts of drama. Hopefully there's no more fires going on. Okay, and we're almost ready with the Vermintide. Perfect. It's not the most Vermintide-y build I've ever brought, but it'll hopefully be good. I think mostly Clan Rat Spear is going to be your best friend in this matchup, and obviously Ogres are great too. You want the Rat Ogres. Wolf Rats, you want to go with Poison variant, in my opinion. There is armor on Greenskins, but it's not the most devastating stuff. Who are your favorite legendary heroes? I'm a big enjoyer of Eocold. If we're talking about like competitive play, I've always had a lot of success with Eocold. He's a lot of fun. Oh, so tempting to bring that. So tempting. Man. I got some evil-ass schemes cooking up here, guys. But I don't want to go too off meta and lose this, because I'm already down in the pits. Like, I'm still on the cusp of being able to get somewhere in this tournament, but if I play it too dangerously here, you know, we're going to be out of the running. And I still want to compete and at least go 3-1. Packmaster in this matchup. Do we have to worry about like big units? I feel like we're not too worried about that, right? Like something big. Like what can the Greenskins bring? Rogue Idol's a joke. The big Colossal Squig is probably, you can probably just kill him with slingers and you're going to be fine. I think you'll be able to sling that bad boy down. Spin to Winrat. Oh yeah, he's not bad actually. You can use Homeboy in this matchup. Deathmaster. I'm a big Icket Claw enjoyer though. Icket Claw is usually my go-to because he's just so steady and gets the job done. Yeah, so I'm a big Icket enjoyer. All right, so maybe we cut these guys. You have to be careful against the Skaven because they can, not Skaven, against the Greenskins because they're a really good swarming faction. So you definitely need to have your layers together. We're playing a bit of a dangerous game here, but yeah, I think it'll be fine. All right, so that looks good. Let's get this. Get one more of you guys, and I think we are all good to go. Let's get you. Go, my clan rats. My pretties feast. The motorcycle gang. Yeah. I don't know about flares in this matchup. Probably not because of the boar boys and other things like that. What would you want to doom flare against here? Let me think. Doom flare, I mean, Blackworks are going to get dunked on by a number of things on your roster. So I'm not too worried about the Blackworks. Squigs are the big problem, you know, like squig type units. So if you just present rat ogres and spears, you can usually shut them down, I think. So not too concerned about that. I'm bringing a special treat for you guys, though. This one is risky, and it might cost me the game, or it could be super cool and be worth every penny. So we will see. Let's do Clan Carrion. Oh, no, that looks just like their banner. I need to do Clan Creepus, dude. We're going to be creeping all over him here. Yes, and we could probably cut this. Get another clan rat. A rat of the clan. The clan rats. Storm Vermin against Greenskins aren't a bad choice. They're not the worst. You can present a couple Storm Vermin to the front line and they can be disruptive. I don't hate that. I don't hate the Storm Vermin idea. Doom Flayers are cool and they're good in quite a few matchups actually. Yeah, it usually just deals. I mean, you do not want to bring Blackworks against Skaven. It is a big mistake, in my opinion. You're going to have a bad time if you do that. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do I want Death Runners for any reason? Probably not. No, they're just going to get mulched by like Swig Hoppers and things like that. All right. No problem. I figured, look, eventually. All good. All right. See what we can do later. All right. The creepers have come. Mangler Squigs, no. Mangler Squigs are going to get wrecked by Clan Rat Spears. I mean, they're not designed to kill cheap, shitty infantry. And that's like what the Skaven are the kings of, right? So I wouldn't stress bullets too much there. Bury him with the, yeah. Orcs do have the mobility advantage. Yeah, Skaven are not the most mobile faction of the game. That is 100% true. Trolls can be a little bit problematic at times, you know. Trolls swarming in on you. That's always a little bit scary. But ogres plus clan rat can fight them off. Packmaster and a brood horror probably good in this matchup. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. You know, having an extra with Ickit, it's a bit redundant because you don't need like a goon squad against greenskins, I don't think. But yeah, we'll find out. All right, it's time for Clan Creepus to rise from the ashes of the old world. All right. Okay. And there we go. And it is party time. The Pugalore Descendant, yes. Yeah, play claw catapults are also good here. Like, this is a matchup where you have a bunch of diverse strategies that you can employ, which is really fun. I mean, Skaven are a cool faction. I mean, there is a meta for them, I would say, which is like a brick wall of clan rats, but you can play different ways and win with Skaven, which is very fun. Yeah, Wookiee's very majestic. He was a good dog. He hated me, but he was great. He didn't actually hate me. I was just like a second-rate citizen to him. He only loved my wife. Yeah. You know, some dogs just like only like one person in a household. Does anybody have that situation? Like you have like a little chihuahua or some gremlin that like only likes one of you? Like between you and your partner? Yeah. We've all been there. You know, little dogs are really like that. Yeah. All right, so I did get a little bit crunk and brought the avalanche mortars because who doesn't want to watch some Skaven war crimes here? So we're going to see what we can do. So we're going to do this, and these clan rats are just going to seal this, or these Skaven slaves are just going to seal that breach basically. In the front, we're going to get these guys, the regular rat warriors. We're going to go very nice and wide, and we're going to put like some slingers in between as like a buffer. The Skaven are all about layers. You know, dwarves are a layer-centric faction, but Skaven are really, really a layer faction. They're like really, really up on that. You know, they love that shit. All right, so we're going to get you guys here. So then we can put you... Oh, that's right. I only have one of the Skaven slave spears. Okay, so we're going to need you to... this is you and you. Put you guys in group 8. It's because I'm not going to control them, but I don't want them to get like mixed in with the other battle groups, right? We got one Globadier. Nothing too crazy in the globe department, just one. Because I have avalanche mortars, so I was like, okay, that's got to be enough, right? Okay, Jezzails can be very deep set here, and we can do 3, and avalanche mortars can be over here. Because this is the easiest spot to defend is this side, so yeah, you just do this and you're golden. You guys are going to camp on this objective, and yeah, dude, we're going to make our opponent listen to some Prince right now. It's going to be Purple Rain all up in this game. Yeah, I never really got like super into Prince. I mean, there's some songs I enjoy, but... yeah, I don't know. Just never got like too balls deep into it, right? So the Greenskins have what appears to be the Hammer of Gork, which I actually really like that. And it is going to be Azag as well. Azag's, he's elusive, but if he gets caught by like a couple sniping abilities, he can have a really, really bad time. So, okay, we did have another rat there, so he's going to move this way. All right, so we're cruising up. Hammer of Gork is probably going to go after my avalanche mortars, which is a very smart choice. So we're going to keep the avalanche mortars back for now and pull them in a little bit later. Just try and be annoying with that. I could do some sneaky shenanigans back there, but I don't think it's worth it. Like, oftentimes, special operations like that, like Spec Ops plays, are very, very dangerous. Sure, high risk, high reward, but, you know, it's, like I said, dangerous. All right, so we do see Homeboy moving over there. So we're going to have the Jezzails ready to shoot him out of this guy. And we're just going to Flensing Rune and try and snipe Azag. It's our whole, you know, character kit here is basically just for sniping. All right. Yeah, he's creeping over there. The avalanche mortars are going to hide in the corner because that's what Hammer of Gork would be shooting. No, he's not even going after Hammer of Gork. Okay. So we move up. We got the objectives. We are going to get ogres saturating in. So ogres are just your best friend with Skaven. They give you mass and are very, very good. And yeah, we're going to be getting Hammer of Gork, but that's okay. It's not a huge deal. We're going to return the favor here in a minute. So Jezzails stand at the ready. So we're going to take them off fire at will so they don't just shoot at random shit. And we see the Savage Cords moving up. And cool. So now we want to form ranks here and just like tighten up our formation and just play very, very defensively. I don't mind just eating it on these globes. They're really cheap. And yeah, I'm A-okay with that. Eventually, he's going to have to move forward. So we can go with Ickit and like try and bait and see if he wants a little something, something here. So we're going to get these ogres like so. Let's get you here. And what do we got? We got Orc Boys. We got some Savage Orcs. So we're going to go back and just start rolling here. The Hammer of Gork is going to take a long time to finish, you know? That is for sure. Ickit Claw is going to move in, and we're going to go ahead and do this and turn about face, and now we're going to get the Jezzails to start shooting at you. So let's see if we can get him with the Storm Demon. Ah, he's going on elevation, though. Oh, did we get it? Oh, that was close. That was a really close shot there. All right, so he's going for the Avalanche Mortars, which is risky. because he's going to eat a lot of damage. Let's get another ogre coming in. Ogres can come this way. Oh my god, the avalanche mortar shooting at him. That's hilarious. Look at that. Oh man. Okay, that's going to be a Buna, but we're going to get him with quite a bit of damage here. And if that doesn't kill the avalanche mortars, it's not going to be worth it all, right? All right. So we're all good. We do get him with the cleansing rune, and now the Jezzails need to switch onto the stone trolls. And it looks like he's going to go over there and do his thing, and the avalanche mortars are going to start raining some unholy fire on these guys. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a little bit of damage there, but nothing too crazy. We are going to be in range of the trolls here in a minute, and we do have the objective advantage. So let's roll there, see what we can do. And now it is time for some evil, evil shit. We're going to get real crazy here. All right, so let's get clan rats and clan rats and move them up. Yeah, so let's get the reinforcements coming and reinforcements coming here. And we do retreat back. Oh, sweet, sweet avalanche mortars. Oh, yes. It's just so much fun. I love it. All right, so we do get this going, and here you can see the trolls eating it, so they're going to be getting Jezzail fired. And the enemy hordes of hell are upon us, so let's get you in there, see if you can fight these guys. And the Globadiers also get a little bit of damage there. Avalanche mortars, we need to switch targets onto the healthy units whenever we can. And the Jezzails, we can switch back onto Azag here and get ready to use a brass orb right on their face, move you guys into combat. Globadiers saturate in. You guys go here, get the ogres to pile in and pile. Great. All right, so all the engagements are more or less underway. Now we need to get the secondary waves in, right? This is where the party starts. And the avalanche mortars, I don't know what these ogres are doing back here, but they are in the wrong neighborhood. All right, so let's come back there, shut these guys down, and get you guys to go here. Clan rats are on their way. Let's get another ogre unit, but we should be massively outvaluing here because the units we're throwing into harm's way are pretty terrible. And Azag is playing an extremely dangerous game coming back here. Like now he's surrounded by ogres and could be in a position to die. Let's get these Jezzails back. Ogres need to come up. We're gonna lose a little bit of ground, but yeah, you don't want to be throwing Homeboy back here. It ain't worth the smoke. All right, so what do we got? We got some wolf rats. We can use them to prepare and fight these cav. If we just get Azag off the field, that's a colossal winning play for us. So we're gonna get you guys to go after the broken tusk mob, and a lot of our rats are faltering, but it doesn't matter too much. We're gonna be able to counter push here in a minute. All right, so we do see the broken tusk mob swarming our ogres, which is good. But we just go for the Azag snipe, and the big thing is going to be holding on to our back objective, right? We just got to make sure we don't get triple capped, and then we have plenty of time to value trade. That's very much a principle. And here we're going to probably beat down the broken tusk mob, need to keep chasing you, and Jezzails, shoot you, avalanche mortars, pull over here. You guys move up, and yeah, the WOG is on. I mean, I'm taking a fair amount of damage, and there are some nasty positions here, but we just get Azag off the field, get our weapons teams back and stable, and then we're golden, right? So let's get another clan rat here. Move it up this way. We do have you sitting on the point, hanging out, enjoying your life. And he's shattered, and if we can get the kill, that's going to be even better, but that is easier said than done. All right, so let's get you back. Ogres can intercept here. We do end up losing this fight a little bit, but the avalanche mortars might be able to just wreck his face here. So let's get in on those savage orcs, see if we can get a shot there. All right, so did we get him off? We kill him. Okay, so he's down. That's going to be a big leadership problem for the Greenskins. Value is trading is closer than I would like, that's for damn sure. And now we can get the Jezzails to turn here. All right, and I think we're going to need to call in Ikit Claw to deal with these guys. Oh, we do get the avalanche mortar right in that brick, though. He's diving super, super hard. All right, so let's get you here. Pull back this way. Do we have any wolf rats that could help out here? We do, so let's use them and have them nibble on these guys. The Jezzails need to run, although maybe we get a break on these guys. Let's go ahead and drop the brass orb right there, because that's where they're going to be charging. Try and get them broken and stable, and they're going to run right through it, and then the terror route will probably do them in. We're going to have to see. All right, so the squigs are about offline. Let's pull back this way. Do we have any rats that have rallied around the field? We do, so let's move them to our opponent's objective there. And we break those guys before they're able to get in, which is outstanding. And now we can do a cleansing rune here on this brick. Let's do this and get the avalanche mortars to shoot like so. You guys come over here and help out a little bit. Spears can go there. And the cleansing rune should be pretty good. All right, so yep, you guys come in, help out here. We have any other units that have rallied? We do, so let's make sure to nuke those orc boys over there. All right, so we're trying our best here. Avalanche mortars could be in danger, but we do have some Guando rats we can call in. They're going to be able to melt a lot of these guys. So this is very aggressive diving. It's very risky, but it could pay off. We'll have to see. Ikit Claw is excellent in these situations, and all of our weapons teams are staying online, which is not good for my opponent here. All right, let's get the slingers there. Move you guys up. We're holding our back objective just barely. We do get the Globadiers, which should be able to karate chop, and also we're just kind of winning in some random areas on the field. So let's take these guys out of the control group here, or unlock it, move up there, and looking great. All right, so we've done a pretty good job defending. Points are close enough that I'm not in a stressful position. Those guys get broken down, so now we're going to take advantage of the fact that my opponent threw their lord and just go bananas with that. All right, so move up here. We do have the Storm Demon, but like the Swamp Things and all these units, they're going to really suffer. And Avalanche Mortars are still frickin' going, baby. Let's move them this way. See if we can stabilize there. All right, we have another ogre. Let's get the ogre out, and they can pounce like so. Let's get you guys. Trolls are routed. Let's attack here with our poison and the ogres. That's going to be very nice. Some savage orcs on the outside. We don't really need to give them anything. But yeah, we just need to keep value trading and not get too far behind on points is basically going to be the name of the game. I do have Storm Demon. Let's see if we could route these guys off. The Jezzails. Let's shoot these savage orcs down so they don't cause any drama here. Let's form ranks, get these slingers moving up, and the Globadiers are still very much alive, which is great, although we do have some sneaky orc boys back there getting extra crunk. Yeah, it looks like he might be able to shut down my avalanche mortars, finally. It's going to be possible. So now we need to start amassing a Vermintide. Let's actually finish these guys off and get the ogres to go after them, although we still have a lot of loose cav around the map. Need to make sure those things are taken offline. All right, so boar boys have been crumped. Do we have any speed that can chase off these ogres or these guys on the edge of the battlefield? I think so. Ikit Claw has escorted those guys off, so now we just move up and slowly press for a 2-cap and hope it's going to be enough time. That really is the name of the game for Skaven, so we need to do some unsummoning here. Unsummoning, and let's do some unsummoning, although you guys are still kind of healthy. Probably worth unsummoning at this point. These guys are healthy enough that we could probably move them back up. All right. So we got the Savage Orcs back here. Wolf Rats were able to do some glorious battle. Might need to actually deal with this. So let's get a random globe and hope he's not paying attention and go for that. All right. So now we just gather some troops and form up the ranks here. We still have these weapon teams doing the work of the gods. And do we get that? Avalanche mortars are also back online? Yes. Okay, good. He didn't notice the Globadiers. We were able to get some beautiful damage, as the French would say. All right. So moving up here. Looking good. Let's get the spears going. And now we're going to be heading here. Azag is going to get resummoned? I don't think so. Yeah, I would be surprised. We have time, though. We don't need to be impatient. We have the range advantage. Is there anything here that could happen? Let's move you guys up. Move you guys up. All right. Yeah, so we still have the freaking avalanche mortars online. It's going to be... Ikit Claw is basically just going to roll through all this shit. It's going to be pretty nasty, right? It's going to be pretty nasty. And we do have some hogs coming in from the far side there. Probably worth reinforcing our back point a little bit, too. So let's get some clan rats and some cheap Skaven slaves here. Reinforce this, pull you guys back in this way. And now we can just do a big cleansing rune right here and punish this blob, which is going to be pretty nasty. Move up, and let's go ahead and avalanche mortar these guys. Yeah, we're going to get them right in the old face. Right in the orc boar boy big in there. All right, so Jezzails are out of ammunition. Let's unsummon them, and we need to get these ogres offline to get some fresh ones. Looks like we're hanging in on our point here. We do get the cleansing rune, and we're going to get a brass orb. Oh, God, the avalanche mortars. Yes, let them sing. All right, that's gonna be the good stuff right there. So that is just brutal. Azag does come back. Okay, you were right. Azag has been resummoned. I don't know how good he's gonna be. It's a shame I just used that cleansing rune because we could potentially kill him again. I do have another storm demon, which is gonna be very nice. We have some rats here, so let's go start threatening that point. You guys hang out on this. Avalanche mortars. My opponent wants them so bad, I'm sure. Oh man, I know that feeling. This was like me the other day against trying to get those Empire range units. Let's get you here. You guys set up shop. The Globadiers are just pounding those units, and they do get hit with the Fate of Una, but yeah, I don't know if it'll be enough. Ikit Claw actually in a little bit of danger. I could throw this game by losing Ikit, so I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Ooh, what am I trapped up by here? What the hell is this? Oh shit, there's some boar boys here. I thought it was just infantry. Okay, I might have just thrown. The Skaven leadership is going to be problematic here, but we'll see. I mean, I do have the double cap, so I would probably resummon Ikit if anything. Let's see if he can get out of this situation. Maybe we can rally him here, send in all the spheres and protect him. Yeah, I thought those were not. I did not think that those were cav there. I thought they were just infantry. All right, so the boar boys, the Guando rats need to get in there, and the ogres need to go get in there as well. Let's call in the wolf rats to stabilize. I think we can save him. I think so. You guys head up to this point here to go try ninja. The greenskins don't have a lot left on the field, The wolf rats might be able to get this. Yeah, if we get a triple cap here, it's just going to be GG anyways. But losing Ikit would be very bad. All right, so let's keep some of these spears on the point. These guys are still fighting orc boys here. We do have the wolf rats in there, and they're going to be nibbling down these orc boar boys. Ikit's probably going to die. Yeah, a little bit dangerous. All right, let's move up and move you guys up too. We are now in a precarious position. My opponent really capitalized well on my mistake, and now we're going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with this mistake for the rest of our lives. Let's get the Guando rats up. They can take down the trolls pretty effectively. And he's going to be calling in mobility likely to defend this side point. Let's get some wolf rats over there and some of you guys moving up and move up. Just do like a full court press. I think we're going to need it. We got to just take his points off the board. Ikit, unfortunately, is he broken yet? Yeah, I don't know how these boar boys are still chasing. But okay, now we're going to have leadership problems. That might have just changed the game right there. That might have done it. Yeah, you can see everything's like folding up here. The Eshin Triads are still fighting valiantly. Ogre's trying to pound these guys down. And we do steal the home point of my opponent. I think so. Okay, so we need to save up to call Ikit back in, probably. You know, the Skaven shenanigans must be strong. Although it's going to be a while before he's back in the pool. So let's get more Ogres coming out. And just more Ogres for the Ogre Kingdoms. All right, you guys move up. You guys move up here. The Guando Rats hold on to the point, but they end up folding just because of bad leadership. Yeah, Skaven are one faction where you cannot afford to lose your Lord. It's like, it's just all bad news bears if you lose your Lord, right? It's all bad. So he's going to go for my home point probably, which is a smart play. I like that a lot. So let's get this, get a Clan Rat Spear coming over here. Hopefully some of my guys will rally, and we do manage to get this point. So let's slam in here, get these Wolf Rats around the back of the army, form ranks here and form ranks here, and get the Wolf Rats behind those units and see if we can get a little sandwich going. He still hasn't recaptured this objective, so that's pretty good. Let's get you guys back in there, and Ogres are going to move up. We're going to get you behind these Orc Boy Spears and just start nibbling on their backs, which is going to be big damage. And hopefully we can break that position. All right, so we're going to pass them in points here soon. Ogres are coming this way. Man, if I could just keep this from capping here, that would be super clutch. Let's actually get there and see if we can like deny the cap for as long as possible. That would be really, really good. All right, that would definitely be a game-winning play. So we do get us around to break those guys. This round there was good. A lot of Clan Rat Spears. The Ogres can move up. If we can deny this cap over here, man, that is just so powerful. All right, let's get these rats back in. Nice, the Guando Rats came back. All right, so we're actually going to start denying this capture because Monstrous Infantry don't have as much capture weight. But we need to just hold for a while. It's not going to be easy. The terror route here is going to just blow us right off this point. But if we can hold this one, nice. See this clutch here? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so we just need to get back a little bit. Just a little ways. Just a wee ways off the objective. And now we get the Guando Rats in there. 2 Ogres are going to be there as well. That one just hard flips, obviously. And are we going to be able to get this one back? Ugh, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Losing Ikit was a disaster. And he's expensive. He's 2,200 too. So I might actually lose this game. I was in a very big winning position, I would say, but that was not good. All right, so let's get you guys in there. Anything fast I can call in, I'm not sure. We do have a lot of Ogres, a lot of Rats, but you know, Azag being back is tough. Yeah, that was almost clutching it. These are Swamp Things, though. Yeah, I think we lost. Maybe I have time to get Ikit Claw back and try, but we got to consolidate here, and I got to just save up for Ikit, I guess, because other than that, I don't have too many chances. All right, so let's move into the trees. Let's do a little bit of this. We got to hold our home point here. Let's leave some of these rats. The Ogres are all routing just because I have Skaven leadership, so that's not good. Yeah, medieval 2 music, is that what you're saying? All right, where are these guys? Yeah, these guys have come back here. Man, if we could have held that for a little bit longer, but we need to get our rat king back. Yeah, he needs to return. And my opponent needs to, I need them to make a mistake of like overextending and then me magically winning that fight, right? All right, so let's go here, keep you guys here. All right, are we gonna be able to hold this? It's gonna be really dodgy, guys. Man, we threw this game hard. But well earned to my opponent, honestly, well earned. It's kind of been the story of both these games tonight. We were like in a good winning position and we just kind of threw it. But it's all good. We're gonna get some sweet shorts next. Yeah, so I don't think our like leadership is just crushing us now. Just absolutely crushing us. I think it is too late now, just because we have just been having so much shit to route, like just straight up routing everywhere. Ikit Claw can come back and get a Flensing Rune, but like I have hemorrhaged so much value to this leadership. All right, so let's come over here with Ikit, see if we can do anything. I mean, or do we consolidate where we have an army already? Maybe. I mean, Ikit is not going to be able to solo that. That is for sure. Okay, so he's going to come this way. Let's get you here. A little bit of this. All right. Gather up, and do we just get Clan Rats in there and try and bunker bust this? There's no way, right? He's passed me on points. So, I mean, I can get a Flensing Rune here. I don't even know if I can afford an Overcast. No, I can't. So it's just going to be a janky, regular Flensing Rune. Okay, so let's go and fight. I don't know why I can't click on these guys. You seeing this? Like, I can't give an attack order with Ikit Claw. Huh. Is it? Maybe if I put him in a control group? Yeah, Ikit's bugged. Okay, I literally can't do an attack order. I've never seen that bug before. The Rats can, but Ikit Claw cannot give an attack order. Not that it's going to matter this game, but in a closer situation, that could have been very bad, actually. All right, so let's do this. Thankfully, I can still use his abilities and stuff, which is nice. Okay, let's do that. And we can call out some Wolf Rats here just to come across and go for the desperation picks. But, man, I can't believe we threw that game, dude. We had that in the bag. That's so shitty. I hate losing games with just like a stupid mistake like that. Like, I thought that was infantry there, but it was a boar boy. And I just threw him into that. It was so stupid. Yeah, GG, well played. My opponent played a great game, dude. Capitalized on my mistakes like an absolute Chad. Great stuff. He's not on melee mode? Is that actually a thing? He's set to ranged. I didn't even know you could do that with Ikit. I thought he would just shoot automatically. Oh, good to know. All right, GG. GG, well played. Report score, please. And good luck in later rounds. So definitely a big throw. That was a game we had in the bag. We were crushing it pretty good. And we just threw our Lord into the trash can. Feels bad. Feels bad, but, you know, it's part of the game. Still 3,400 value on Ikit, man. He's really good. Really, really good. Globadiers were fine, too. Yeah, and good standard greenskin stuff. Nothing terribly avant-garde here. If my opponent hadn't been so aggressive with their Lord in the beginning, they could have just won, maybe easier, too. So they also threw, and then I threw. It was like a double back-to-back throw. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't give him any order at all. No, it wasn't just the range mode. Like, I couldn't give a ranged attack order either, which was wild. Yeah, it's probably a resummon issue. Found a bug. I'll let see it. Yeah, let him know if you got some inside scoop. Let's see. Finally got a good one on you. I actually think it's kind of fine for Skaven. My opponent saying I finally got a win against you, but you just had to get a really good matchup. I actually don't think Greenskins crush Skaven. I think Skaven can totally beat Greenskins. Skaven are sitting at 44% win rate with... okay. They have a 20% win rate against Greenskins right now, but I disagree with that. I think that Skaven can do much better. These stats show it as being bad, but I feel it's okay. I really don't feel it's that bad. Yeah, I don't think so. A power grab chief? Might have helped. Yeah. Do I play Lizardmen? Not so much. They're one of my least favorite factions to play, actually. Hey, yes, the WoW PvP streams will come. I'm level 52 right now. It's a slow grind, you know. I got the old man hand, so it's a slow grind. Yeah. He doesn't like Prince. I don't dislike Prince. I never got super into Prince's music. I mean, Purple Rain is fun, and you know that song "Darling Nikki" is always fun too. But I never got into it. My brother's a big fan of Prince. He's super into that, but not my jam. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to change too much. Probably just cutting avalanche mortars for more globadiers is better. But also, yeah, just not throwing your Lord into a bunch of anti-large units like an idiot. That's how you win that game. Like, you know, I just threw it. I threw it in the trash where it belongs. What are you playing? WoW? Oh, I played so much. I have played in classic WoW. I played a warrior. I played a hunter. I played a rogue. I think those are the three classes I played in Classic WoW. And then in Burning Crusade, all the way through Wrath, I was a Frost Mage, and I made a Death Knight eventually, which is very fun. Right now I'm playing a Hunter, though, because it's just so easy. Would you say that Dwarfs are overall in the meta? They're pretty good. Dwarfs are like a solid meta faction, I would say. Yeah. Doom players would not be good there. Yeah, the Board Boy Biggins would just crump them. Hey, look at that. The round's done. All right, so we're you know, taking some fat L's tonight. We're not going to make top 4, but all good. You know, we're going to keep trying our best to get W's. And, you know, we can all learn together. Okay. I got Just Saying is going to be my opponent. All right. Okay. And where are we now? So round 3 is going to be live. Round 3 is live. Cool. So we're all set there. And let's get our Chaos Dwarves going. I think we're on Chorfs this game. I'm very excited for some Chowie action. Haven't played Chorfs in a while, but we're going to dust off the old Magma Cannons. Okay. We're in the pits. I'm messaging my opponent. I'm like, join me in the pits. Let us fall together into ash and darkness. All right, so let's see what they're playing. I'm gonna go look at the tournament registry. So we're playing just in here. What is he playing? Empire, Skaven, and Lizards. Oh, interesting. So the map is gonna be what? I think it's Edge of the Darkwood is the map, right? Yeah, Edge of the Darkwood. Pretty okay map for both factions, honestly. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get the Chorfs. Where are my happy hat people? Our capitalists, industrialists, whatever you want to call them. All right. So Lizards, they can go about this a couple ways. You can see potentially I actually have a kind of a cool idea, though. I've been wanting to experiment with. Lord of Hashit, I don't think is very good. Yeah, Demons of Chaos are strong now just because Seekers are bugged and broken, basically. So they abuse that. We are allowing Demons of Chaos to be played tonight, but we are not allowing them to bring Seekers and Heart Seekers, which is fine. Just use friggin' Fiends. They're fine. They fill the same role anyways. All right, so do we want a Deathcaster against these guys? I mean, Buna is pretty good, yeah. The Fate of Buna. Spirit Leech. Like, you can never really go too wrong with those spells. You know, they're both pretty good. All right. So we're going to want some Chorf Warriors in the front to get run over by dinosaurs, which is always fun. Skirmishers, I don't know. Artillery, Death Shriekers are pretty good against the big monsters. But there's other things that I enjoy more that we're going to be utilizing here. Oh, it feels good to be back playing Chorfs, man. They're just such a cool faction. I love their flavor. All right, so we want Hobo Goblins out of the gates because they're very, very good. And we can get Cut You and get 2 Skirmishers here just for a little bit of play on the objectives. Yeah, we might run into Krokgar. He could come. Krokgar, his sniping with Hand of the Gods has been making a bit of an appearance in the meta, so you got to put some respect on their names. All right, so yes and yes. Bull Centaur Renders. I think you do want a great weapon in this matchup. The shielded variant isn't bad either. It's honestly good enough. Maybe the shielded variant is just better. Although the Bull Centaur Renders can really just go deep on the big dinosaurs. Kadai Fireborn probably, I think, a little bit too squishy. So probably just go with a shielded Bull Centaur or a dual wielding variant. Granted, they are expensive, but yeah. They can get her done. Yeah, Seekers are really busted. Yeah, the most tournaments should just be banning them, honestly. I don't know why you would. Like, who wants to win a tournament? I mean, there are people who want to win a tournament with that. But in general, like, I don't know. They're just a feel-bad unit, you know? Okay, the Hell Cannon. You know, Hell Cannons are making a bit of a rise on a lot of matchups, right? It almost makes you wonder if, like, Chorf Hell Cannon options might be a thing. The Dreadquake. Yeah, Slanesh doesn't even need a DLC to win. Yeah, I mean, you're not lying, that's for sure. Okay. I was painting some Chaos Dwarves last night. Super fun. Infernal Ironsworn here. Probably just get Kroxigor smashed. So I think just going the more budget Chorf Infantry is better. As far as anti-large goes, how are we looking? I think we're looking all right. Yes, that is the Chad play right there. Still feel as if we maybe need... Nah, it's going to be enough. All right. Good luck, have fun. I like this build a lot. It's very cool. Seekers and Heart Seekers. Yeah, so Creative Assembly changed the way that they like the mass of the individual rider, I think. I don't know. They would have to explain it to me, but... Is that photo just of your dog? Yeah, it's my dog. Well, he passed away years ago. Wookiee died 4 years ago. But yeah, he's... God, that was 4 years. I feel like it was yesterday. Are there any unimplemented Chorf tabletop units that they could get? I mean, it depends on what editions you go to and various things, right? If we go to this, let's see. So, Chorfs have, yeah, Sorcerer Prophet, Demon Smith, Castellans are in the game already. Seneschals are just like, they could add a Seneschal, although the Castellan was made into a hero, so the Seneschal is redundant. Hobgoblin Khan is not really in the game. You could do a Legendary Lord, or a Hobgoblin Lord, or hero type unit. You have the Black Orcs are not in the game, but I think it's because in the time that Total War Warhammer is taking place, Black Orcs are not part of the Chaos Dwarves. Because Grimgor like frees them. Yeah, I mean, Hobgoblin Bolt Throwers should be added. That would be cool to give Chaos Dwarves Bolt Throwers. I think that'd be a nice addition. So yeah, there are things. Give himself psychic damage with the 4-year callout. Yeah, it's wild, dude. Aging's a weird thing. It's very strange. All right, guys, let's get it. Let's have some fun. It is time. Let the Nurglings feast. Yeah, so you could add, I mean, it wouldn't be like, they could add like Black Orcs. Maybe they still have some. They could also add Hobgoblin Bolt Throwers, you know, a couple FLCs, things like that. I don't know. Yeah, the Chorfs do feel done. I don't think they need a lot. Grimgor frees them, yeah. Grimgor does. Yeah, he leads a rebellion, and like that's where. So the Black Orcs were like created by the Chaos Dwarves essentially, and then they rebelled and just beat the brakes off them and escaped. You got to cheer for the lizards. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. I'm bringing a competitive build, by the way. I'm not memeing just because I'm have no chance at top 4 anymore. We're having some fun tonight, but we're still going to be trying to teach you guys as well. All right, so we're going to send this little gremlin over here. And, it almost makes me think, in the early rounds, I should probably use my stronger picks, like Warriors of Chaos, just to, like, make sure I have a chance at top 4 in the first place, right? Like, using my weaker picks early is risky. All right, so we brought a Lamassu caster, because if they go Slan, I could just chase the Battletoad, right? I could just waddle after it. And I have 2 Infernal Guard Fireglaves, because they're my favorite unit. So we got 2 of those. Let's get you guys in group 3. And the Fireglaves should, in theory, handle big dinosaurs, and we do have a Magma Cannon as well, right? So, yeah, we got a Lamassu caster. They're really cool. He's got some bounce spells, which can help, win us some fights. And, yeah, aside from that, should be pretty good. Okay, let's do this. Put you here. Control group 1. Magma Cannon's in 4. And there we go. You guys are cheering for the lizards? How dare you? The betrayal this is unheard of. Itachutu Dawizar. I gotta play some more Chaos Dwarves. They're so fun. Chaos Dwarves are a faction that, like, yeah, sure, they're on the weaker end of the spectrum, but you can really surprise people with Chaos Dwarves. Like, they can take down strong factions if people aren't, prepped for it. And they don't Chaos Dwarves, like, barely get played, so, yeah. So, interesting Vanguard. We do see Tehenowin, Lizard Moses. Oh, is he on a big dinosaur? That's risky. Although I could get overwhelmed by Crocscore, so I definitely need to get some anti-large here. And he's going to come out, but I can definitely just poke and get the Magma Cannons to shoot these guys as well. Let's park on the edge of the objective, take the Lamassu over there. Magma Cannon is rolling, and we're going to get you guys all set up this way. And yeah, those are the Fire Leech, so we need to run because they will do good damage against us, but we should win that fight. And we do get the objective, which is great. So that's all we really wanted, was to grab that point. We got the Magma Cannon shooting him now, and now we can relocate it. Yeah, we do actually get a direct hit there, which is great. All right, so moving on up, I need to call in anti-Croxagore tech, so for sure, I mean, I could do another Fireglade, but kind of regretting only bringing 1 Bull Centaur Render right now. Let's go. Does Tehenowin have anything to poke me? Not really, so I can go start shooting him with my little pistol there, and you guys will move up here. We're going to go start, Spirit Leech, kill Tehenowin maybe. Just kind of start the process. It's going to be a long process, but we'll see what we can do. Let's start killing all the skinks here if we can. And Lizard Moses is going to get poked. Let's call in the Bull Centaur Renders, which I should have brought 2. I got a bit of a little bit too excited for the Fireglaves. I was like, they're going to handle all the big things, but it's certainly not easy. All right, so Magma Cannon shot is a miss, unfortunately. We do have Tehenowin a little bit lower. We're going to move up like so and call the Bull Centaur Renders back here, and then call out 1 more Fireglaive, and then we start calling in the Pain Trains, basically. All right, so we can silence Lizard Moses by chasing him as well, which is pretty cool. So that's very much on the table. Let's set up shop here, and it looks like the Magma Cannon was able to eviscerate that unit. Keep kind of poking you. And then we need to get up and start shooting because we can't wait for too much longer here. All right, so let's focus you down and let's move up and get ready to start fighting. Call the Fireglaves over here and over here. And we do get poked a little bit, but not before we're going to drop another Spirit Leech on Homie here. I don't know how we'll do against those units. Yeah, Magma Cannon's doing huge damage. Let's keep you guys on the outside, keep you guys guarding, and now we need to start shooting the Crocsagores. So we're going to shoot the Croxies and shoot the Crocsagores here. Unleash the Anvils of Hashut. And we're going to call in some mobility on the side because they can deal with these things. These feral riders aren't too bad. All right, let's fight. Let's fight. The Magma Cannon got the job done, so let's go ahead and start blasting at these guys again. Have the Lamassu character do a little bit of attacking there. And we do have the Wolf Riders who are going to come in and deal with these feral cold ones. They should win that fight. And now the Crocsagores are going to get it. They're going to get wasted by those units for sure. And let's keep these guys nearby. It looks like we do get the attack there. And we can also use the Withering on these guys to break them a little bit quicker, which is going to be quite nice. All right, pulling back. I think we're going to call in another Fireglaive right now. Value trading is going very good. Lizard Moses is now on his way in, but the Fireglaves are feasting like the Heathen Kings of old, getting a lot of damage. Bull Centaur Render should be able to deal with those, and we completely fold that position, which is good. And it looks like, oh, Spec Ops Chameleon Stalkers. I love it. Well, we're going to Enfeebling Foe those guys and charge them down. So there we go. And now it's time to start calling in a little bit more anti-large, because we did see a Bastillodon get called in, which is very frightening. Those Crocsagores get folded up pretty bad, so let's pull back, do a tactical fall back in good order here. and take down these stalkers, potentially. Magma Cannon can shoot across there and maybe get them. We'll have to see. Croc scores have not started advancing heavily yet, so we're going to keep shooting at them here. So let's shoot there. Bull Centaur renders, able to get the job done. Now we can get you guys to start shooting here. Move up, and the Magma Cannon, yeah, let's actually waste those guys if we can. That Magma Shot should get the job done against these. Yeah, the Chameleon Stalker should die. I'll use the Spirit Leech just to expedite the process. And now are they going to dive me? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to dive me. But I'm massively ahead in value right now. This Lizard army is getting mowed pretty good by our shooting. All right, so those guys get broken. Let's call you back, and we're going to want to get another Hobo Goblin coming in. But we're going to have overlapping Fields of Fire, which is going to be very, very nasty. And in the front, let's charge here. Have you guys help a little bit. Chaos Dwarf Warriors are obviously getting smashed up, but that's par for the course. You know, that's their job. We have another Infernal Guard Fireglaive coming in. So the marching wall of Dawizar Steel, Dark Iron, whatever the hell they're into. All right, let's get these Bull Centaurs to fight here. And I think we just follow around to Henowin and silence him if we can. That's going to be very good. All right, so pull you back. Let's get some Dwarf Warriors coming up. Just get them marching up to the point because we're going to need some dudes for the Dude Gods. And in the meantime, we can threaten the back point a little bit if we want to. Fireglaive's getting nasty damage. Magma Cannon, we need to make sure it's shooting at the healthy targets coming in, and that is actually very scary. Those guys are actually a little bit of a problem for... yeah, and I think this fight we're going to win. Yeah, looking pretty good there. All right, so I didn't mean to attack Lizard Moses. I just wanted to actually sit above him and silence him so he couldn't cast spells. So that was a bit of a blunder on my part. All right, so we're going to pull you back up. We do get a nice shot right there. Let's get the Hobo Goblins to charge in, and the Infernal Guard Fireglaives can pull back. Let's get you guys to charge here, and the Fireglaives just keep shooting. All right, let's get on these Croxagores there. Time could work against us, though. We definitely could be in a situation where we lose out on the objective. So what is on the back point here? We can do something a little bit cheeky right now, actually, since we're pretty well ahead in value. You guys are going to see in a minute what we've got planned. All right. So Fireglaves are back online, and we do have a Fireglaive unit in here fighting with their anti-large halberds, but the shooting hopefully will do work. We need to follow him around and get you guys waddling to that, if possible. Great. All right, so let's keep shooting you and keeping you silenced. Get another one of these, move up the side, and try a little bit of this. All right, so Lizard Moses is having not the best time. The middle is slowly getting folded, and it doesn't look like any Spec Ops play, but I'm a little bit nervous to move up. We do have some Chaos Dwarf Warriors who should be arriving soon. And what do we got here? Do we have a couple units? Yeah, we could Spirit Leech you again. Let's do this. And just kind of keep working homie down. Let's go around this way, pull you back that way. And now, I think he's just chasing some random stuff down there. I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, the Ion Cannon. All right. You gotta love to see it. You gotta love to see it. And so let's get our Magma Cannon trained on top of the cohort of Sotek. That's going to be very big. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a play for his back objective. In this situation, it makes sense because I have a value lead. Back objective plays are much riskier if you don't have the value lead, but yeah, in this case we do. So, all right, let's get a little bit of crossfire on the cohort of Sotek here, charge them down, and get these Dwarf Warriors to intercept. Looks like there was some shenanigans, but we do manage to ninja the side, which is great. And are we in any danger on this point? I don't think we have any good Vanguard anymore, so we're probably going to call in the Pain Train. I think my Dwarves will win that fight, though, so that's good. And now let's go here, get you to go help here, and those guys should be taken care of. All right, so let's get you to run down this. And the Fireglaive situation, we need to make sure they're all online and shooting. All right, so we do get Scorched Earth on those. We have all three Fireglaves cackling in the deep, and there's going to come a time where we're just going to march them down on that middle objective, and Hashut will be happy with all in the realm, I am sure. All right, so two Fireglaves. Oh, dude, just look at the triple Fireglaves, just unimpeded. Dude, this is going to be a reckoning right now. You ready for this? Oh, God. Just watch Tehenowin right now. It's time. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that firepower. You got to love it. That's so fun. All right, so let's go here, do this, and we can probably bring the Lamasu character back here to try and take down Lizard Moses. We're going to need a train to make sure we can actually stabilize on the back point. So these are good against, like, Saurus builds. So that's why you do it. All right, so we do manage to swarm those stalkers. They're probably going to die here. Middle objective, we can pull you back. And is Lizard Moses down yet? He will be soon. Yeah, he's going out on his shield like an absolute Chad. You gotta love to see it. All right, so let's get you here, you here. The Pain Train's gonna run this way. Let's get you unsummoned, and yeah, unsummon those skirmishers. Great. The other ones can move up and just attack these guys. All right, Lizard Moses is going down, but he's taken something with him, which is cool. And yeah, you gotta love to see it. All right, Goblins are heading to the back point, and we need to get the Pain Train over there, so we're going to get the Pain Train. Oh, down he goes. All right, so the Fireglaves, let's keep moving up, move up. I don't know how much I like the Lamasu character. Like, he's doing fine, but I almost wonder if it would have been better just to have, like, a Bale Taurus, you know? Yeah. So we do break this point. That's GG at this point. Yeah, there's no comeback here. All right, so let's do the March of the Fireglaves. I love when they get their value. And they're such a cool unit because, like, it's hard to shut them down. You have to get, like, a armor-piercing infantry unit on them to really, really give them the business, you know? Otherwise, they just kind of endure. Let's get another Iron Demon. Iron Demons are amazing. They're a great unit. So they're one of the staples of Chaos Dwarves. If you guys are trying to learn Chaos Dwarves, highly recommend Iron Demons. They're incredibly good. All right, let's go chase that thing down. We'll do a little Overcasted Spirit Leech on that to try and keep it off the battlefield. And now we just kind of march to his last objective. All right. The Short King's coming to claim their crown. Yeah. Not much of a crown, but, you know, it's something. They're trying their best. And you guys can just chase that. Distillodon off. Lamassu can go hunt those guys down. That's actually a unit I've never tried in tabletop. I've never tried the Lamassu. I feel like they're pretty cool, though. All right, so we could just win on 2 if we want to, but we're going to just take the Pain Trains back there and go set those up while we leave the Fireglaves to defend the middle, which is going to be the play. We'll take one Fireglaive here and kind of saturate them all across the battlefield. Let's do this. Attack here. Do I have any spells to provide? Not really. Let's get you guys back on the point. Back here, we're looking totally chill. Bull Centaur Renders are ready to face any big threats that are coming in. Yeah, no, you definitely, like, I think if you're want to play Chaos Dwarves, I used to be very good at them. I won a couple tourneys with them back in the day, but I'm a little rusty now, but I still think that having at least one or maybe even 2 Iron Demons in almost every matchup is good. Not all like against ogres and shit like that, but they're just such a disruptive, hard to kill piece, you know? GG to my opponent. That was a fun build from them as well. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, it was in-game. Good to play again. It's a... Okay, so let me see here. Well played. I hear you, dude. Chad build. I love the Lizard Moses play. Okay. So I got to do some adminning. Sorry, I forgot to check value. There's a lot of tournament juggling I got to do right now. So, alrighty. So let's get to this. Report the score. And see what's going on. I don't like the Skullcracker as much as Iron Demon. Maybe a couple matchups where you really want to kill armored infantry, but overall, I just love the shooting attack that it has. It's not like insane damage, but when it's, you know, in transit places, it can generate value, which I think is pretty good. Fire bellies drink lava. That's pretty metal. All right, so that's a victory for Hashut. And then we have Just Saying played the Lizardman. That was not a meta lizard build at all, by the way, but it was very cool. The Croc scores were pretty meta with the Skanks. That's not like out of the realm, but oftentimes you will see a sweet Siren of the Sea. You're going to see the Slan. All right, so what do we have? So Chaos Dwarves versus Lizards. All right, cool. Okay, and it looks like they played earlier. Okay, so that game finished quick. Okay, understood. So I will fix this one. We should be all good. So how's life treating you guys? Everybody doing well? Any advice on the matchup for Chorfs versus Dwarfs? Yeah, it's you go full court press. You go super wide, bring mass warriors and mass warrior great weapons, and then you slip in some bull centaurs with shields, the shielded bull centaurs or the dual weapon bull centaurs, and dive their backfield with hobgoblins. That's typically how you want to go about that. You can bring a foot lord too, like a foot sorcerer prophet with like some sort of good nuking magic against infantry. I'll show you a build once I deal with the admin stuff here. Okay. So that is going to be a victory for you. And let's fix this. Great. So then I just need to adjust their scores and we should be all fine. What can an overseer do that a sorcerer prophet? Overseers are just bad. Just don't bring them. Yeah, they need to be either reworked or just they literally bring nothing to the table. They have this like weird item that makes them invulnerable, but nobody's going to target them anyways. I mean, let me look at them and really give it a fair shake right now. Yeah. Playing Path of Exile 2. I've heard good things about it. Yeah, the first Path of Exile game I heard it was pretty poppin'. People enjoyed that quite a bit. Okay, so just saying, and then that was yes. So then I need to adjust the scores. And then we need to get you and adjust your score as well. Okay, so it should be fine. Yeah, Death Reeks are good against lizards too, but you just need to have an answer for the large, and that just determines how you play. All right, so that's going to be 2 for you, and then for you, it's going to be this. So, like, if you bring magmas, you need to bring fire glaives. If you go Death Shrieks, you need to bring things to kill the infantry. So you could go like, yeah, it's interchangeable. Starting with Vanguard units, steal points is common. Yeah, that's how Vanguard gets played in Domination. Yeah. Okay. Let's get it. Games are going good. Yeah, we had some close losses earlier, some really close losses that were very painful. But it's all, you know, hey, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Hopefully next time we play, I'll be more careful. And yes. So Reginald did lose that. Okay. And now the scores should be all good now. Great. So we're all set. So we just need to close out our next game with a dub. And we are playing, I think, Khorne in the next match. Kind of sad I didn't get to play my Warriors of Chaos tonight. I should really just put them in the earlier rounds. They're my best faction, you know. And in the finals, I could probably do fine with like Khorne or Skaven or something. I don't know. Skaven are risky though. They're risky to play. But very, very strong, I think. I think Skaven are a sleeper top tier faction in Dom mode. Yeah, so the Overseer. Let's see what he's got. There's some lobby named Joey is dumb. That's funny. All right. So, yeah, what does he do? He's got like average combat stats, a big HP pool for a foot character. Okay, the only way I could see this guy being fringe playable is on a Lamassu. And he's cheap. He's cheap. And yeah, he's like not a bad fighter compared to the Sorcerer. What does the Sorcerer profit on the Lamassu have? So he's 54-34, okay? And the Sorcerer profit is going to be 40-48. Actually, much better melee defense. Oh man, he's not making a good case for himself. I mean, the Gemstone of Nar does make him invulnerable for how long? For 13 seconds, but he loses all of his melee attack, which means he has like... See, this item is just stupid. It should just... like, make him invulnerable, make it a one-charge item, and make him invulnerable for 13 seconds. And then you could justify it, you know? But yeah, you know, like, this is just such a dumb item. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, the lore description says they can't attack other people either, but it's like, yeah, it's just so bad. And that's like all he brings to the table. I mean, he's cheap as hell. I could see a matchup where maybe you go for an Overseer on foot. Like, that's it. Like a Footseer. I don't know, though. That feels so janky. Okay, if you're going for a Demonsmith build and you want Reforge, this is the justification. You bring an Overseer, bare bones, just dog shit. He just sits on the objective, right? Like somewhere. And then you bring Reforge. Because the only way to get Reforge is with the Demonsmith, who becomes redundant with the Sorcerer Prophet. So if you want to go for like a train opening or use like Kadai or a Destroyer, that would probably be your sauce right there. That's probably the only situation I could think of where he's going to be decent. The only one. All right. Well, anyways. Yeah, but you're getting the Reforge, Morgoth. That's really all you're looking for there. It's not... Look, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that's the rationale for that, you know? Yeah. Okay, 2-2 Redemption Arc. That's right, just like last time. We're a little bit rusty. We were on vacation. We lost our blade. We lost our edge, but we're getting it back. One sec here. One sec. Look, tonight... just cast one. Okay. And we're good. What's your GOAT gaming year? Ooh, GOAT gaming year. Like, did the games have to be launched on that year? Okay, Amultra, I need you to answer this next question for me before I answer. Do the games need to have been launched that year, or can it be an amalgamation of games that were popular on a certain year that were being played? Like, yeah, okay, so... Okay. Let me see. Yeah, and then I'm doing a little research for you right now to see. Okay. Okay. That was a pretty damn good year for gaming. I'm just doing a little research right now, man. I'm trying to remember what I was playing. Oh, there's so many games, yeah, to look through. Okay, let me see that. So, Ultra, I'm waiting for your answer. Yeah, launched that year. Ooh, man. Okay. But my goat of like a year is going to be different for sure. Oh, man. Dude, that's a hard question. All right, so my favorite games of all time are Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. And I'm excluding Total War Warhammer, which of course is one of my favorites, but Total War Warhammer, yes. Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. Shogun Total War. World of Warcraft Classic. World of Warcraft Burning Crusade. Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 was up there. Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Ultima Online, which would have been like the mid-90s. Oh shit, yeah. Would that be my GOAT year? Let me see. So Ultima Online was 1997. Yeah, so games released in 1997. Oh man, 97 had freaking GoldenEye on N64. You had the original Fallout was 97. I remember playing that. Oh yeah. There was some years, some games in 97, dude. Some gaming. Ultima Online was like my first big game power. 1997 was sweet. 2003, though, might be close to it for me because Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne came out, and I had access to the World of Warcraft alpha test. So I was playing World of Warcraft alpha in 2003 with Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. So that's something, dude. That's something. I don't know. All right, let's see here. Fixed. Your score. You're all set. All right. So let's go look at the brackets right now of the tournament and see what's cooking here. Okay. Let me do this. Yeah, 1997. Yeah, Turok, GoldenEye, Fallout. Yeah, 97 was a good year. Oh, man. GoldenEye was so fun. I remember we used to go to my homie's house because he had an N64. And he had an older brother who was like 16, and he used to just like crush us all. And it was so much fun, like all of us trying to take him down. Yeah, it was fun. All right. So taking a look, let's do this here and see. Okay, we're almost ready for the next round. Let's see what the brackets are looking like here. Got to refresh this real quick. Okay, so 2 games still to be finished. And we got Christopher. Nice. Attaboy, Christopher. Nice. B6, Boss Toss, and Ash. Looking pretty powerful here. Who else is joining me in the pits that doesn't belong there? Oh, shit. Reginald Puggington's in the pits with me. Okay. Reggie, what's going on, man? We're having a rough night, huh? Join me in the dregs. Yeah, join me in the pits. Yeah, Quake 1 and 2, Tomb Raider. Yeah, I didn't really play Tomb Raider, but the original Fallout was very different. How many of you guys have not seen it? So, Fallout 1990. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the way Fallout 97 looks, it's like man, it had a really good aesthetic. All right, let's go here. That's good. Okay. Yeah, so Fallout 97 was like, it wasn't like your first person perspective. It was like you were controlling a squad usually, right? So you can see here you have I can't tell what they're part of. It's a little bit hard. It's a small, are those Brotherhood? Yeah. Yeah, but like, see, it was like very much like RPG. Totally different game. It was super fun though. I loved it. And dude, there's so many like corny cutscenes and stuff. Oh, dude, look at that Giga Chad. Oh yeah. Yeah, Fallout 1997 versus 2024. Yeah. Man, that's a memory lane right there, guys. That's memory lane. No, the original Fallout was like that, wasn't it? Am I forgetting something? I don't think I am. Yeah. The Fallout games have just like such good soundtracks, so that's something when I was living in Poland for a couple months, so I stayed there for 3 months with my wife when we were first figuring it all out. All the paperwork to get her out here. We were living in a little cabin, and she was playing Fallout nonstop. And the soundtrack, the Diamond City radio, was so good. Like, it's so good. Yeah. Fallout Tactics was the one where you played a squad. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. I tried the original Fallout. It's too grimy for... Yeah, I mean, it's very old. You know, going back to those games is always hard if you didn't play them before, you know? Yeah, let's see. 1997. All right. So if we look at 1997 game releases, let's see. All right. So how many of you guys played The Curse of Monkey Island? How many of you guys played that? Oh my God, I forgot all about that game. Yeah, you got Mortal Kombat Turok, you got Quake, GoldenEye, the original. Was that the original Castlevania? No, that was that the original? I don't think it was. Oh, I can't remember. I didn't play that game. Star Fox? Star Fox 64. Oh my God, that game is just pure nostalgia. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, so like GoldenEye, Star Fox, Ultima Online for me obviously was pretty big. Fallout. What are the games that we have here? Dude, there's so many. Riven was... I had heard about Riven. I don't think I played that. Wow, yeah. Whoa, was that the original Grand Theft Auto? Wow. The original GTA was released in 1997? Ultima Online. Oh, I love Ultima so much. I have so many memories of that game. It's going to be like 80 years old in a retirement home playing on an Ultima server with a bunch of other crusty millennials. Dude. Oh, 97 is a pretty goated year. Right? Come on, guys. Look at this year. Yeah, Riven was a sequel to Myst. I did play Myst. Oh, dude, what a good year for games. All right, let's look at 1998. 1998 video game releases. Okay, so 98. Ooh, guys, 98's looking pretty powerful too. Banjo-Kazooie. All right, that's fine. But you get Baldur's Gate. Okay, you get the OG Baldur's Gate. You get freaking Half-Life in 98. And then you get the Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, and StarCraft? Oh my God. I don't know, man. And Fallout 2, which was a GOAT game as well. Shit, dude. I don't know. 98 is powerful. And Brood War, which arguably, I mean, everybody loved Brood War. Oh, man. 98 is just as powerful as 97, I think. Yeah, I mean, there are some god-tier games. You get Unreal, yeah. Dune 2000. I remember that game. I remember getting that when I was a kid. Oh, wow. All right, now we're really getting crusty here. Okay. I'm actually curious here. Let's see. So we're going to run a little poll here. I should probably pay attention to the tournament we're running here. Getting all old and nostalgic. Your birth year. That's a great year. Yeah, I was like 9 years old, I think. Yeah, the round is literally over, and I'm just sitting here like, dude, Turok was sweet, man. Totally tubular, dude. All right, I think let's go to the next round. Advance the Swiss. Thank you guys for trying to notify me that the round is over. I'm just partying over here like it's 1998. Dude, I remember hanging out in the 90s just poolside listening to Sugar Ray with the homies. That was fun. Okay, we got Alexander. Should be fun. Very, very strong opponent to be playing with the 1 and 2 record, so he must have lost some games tonight too. Just goes to show any given Sunday, right? All right. Okay. Goblins, round 4 is live. Yep, and we got Alexander. Don't know what he's playing, but we're about to find out. Okay, let's get real sweaty here. We're up. Let's see what he's cooking. Yeah, it's got to be good. Interesting tournament format. Yeah, it's really good Orange Pest. It's very fun because you get to stretch your muscles with a couple of factions. So we're not going to be making top 4 tonight, sadly, but we are on the Glade of the Everqueen with, I believe, Korn. Oh, and we get him on one of his mains, though. Okay. I actually don't know about this matchup. How do you play this? I think I have an idea. Oh, Korn versus Coast. I should be favored, right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. He's just going to bring a 20 stack, for sure. Good Coast players are rare, but when you run into them, it can be a little bit scary because you don't play against Coast much in the meta. So it's kind of oh wait, no. Yeah, I'm on Corn, damn. Yeah, I was hoping Warriors of Chaos. I know how to win that matchup pretty easily, but with Corn, I'm not sure. All right. So let's get it. Get the Skaven blocker up. When did you end up playing Magic the Gathering for the first time? Bombers are going to wreck me with crabs. Thanks, Fatal Region. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, apparently bombers and crabs can steamroll coast. I've been hearing whispers. Okay. So I first started playing Magic the Gathering in Ice Age. So Ice Age was released. Ice Age release. Ice Age Magic set. 1995, yeah. So I was 7 years old. Yeah, I remember I was in Canada visiting my dad. Yeah, we got some Ice Age packs. Gunline is not. I don't mind playing Gunline. I think it's fine because Gunline takes a lot of skill to pull off. It's not like an easy thing. So I do not mind it at all. All right, so Crabos are going to be Staboing. That is for sure. Okay. Got that. And we don't... Do we need that? Is that useful? I guess, maybe. The Chad Theodore Bruckner pick? Yes. Oh, that's right. I have these units, too. Okay. So that maybe is good. And then we're just going to want a bunch of these. Okay. I think those guys will be pretty nasty. Valkia probably is very good here, but there's other choices too, I think. Okay, so 1900. I mean, what about Skulltaker? I feel like having Skulltaker like hunt down, you know, why not? Let's try some weird shit, right? Like we're not going to win this tournament. Why do I need to be sweaty here? Let's be sweaty but experimental is what I say. All right. So is it going to be a giant enemy crab though? Is that what I need to deal with? I wonder. Okay. Okay, let's get you guys. Yeah, Gunline's hard to play. Yeah. I actually like playing Gunline. I think it's very, very cool. That's kind of an interesting idea. Are we Arbalin or are we Skull Taken? I don't know. Okay, so the Destroyer of Khorne is a very cool named item. Yeah, that looks good. Unleash Uzul. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Does Skulltaker have any sort of healing? Oh, when you put him on his motorcycle, he heals. That's right, yeah, so he can heal there. Valkia is very good against Ghost. Yes, I agree with you. She's for sure the go-to if you're really being sweaty meta. But we're trying to experiment with other options that maybe don't get as much play. You know, trying to give some sugar, give some love to these guys. Okay, so probably Khorngor Vanguard is still very good. They have good enough stats to cut through a lot, and yeah, they'll be a good counter against like the Crabos. I'm thinking. Cultists are very good here too. They're very disruptive, and the summons can be incredibly strong. Choices. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a trap, and it's not going to go well. Put them on this. Okay. I mean, that's expensive. I'm a little bit nervous about a giant enemy crab. You know, just like going rampaging all over the place. Now, what abilities do you have? Do you have anything cool? No, sad face. Nothing cool. No Red Olgor. Actually, unironically, I would like Red Olgor. He might actually be kind of fun here. Okay, so that is going to give him, when he gets more than that, okay. And then the Slayer Sword. Oh, that's so cool. The Bloody Onslaught. Yeah, all right. I'm liking that too. That is inactivated, and that looks pretty good. Very cool character, man. Yeah, Valkia is just so powerful. It is hard. It is a bit of a conundrum, right? Because you want to bring like other stuff, but she's just so good that it kind of like just outweighs so many of those other options. All right, let's get you in reserve. You here and you here. And yeah, the crabs can be a pain though, 100%. I often wonder about like a skull cannon here too. But, you know, a single cannon for my opponent's going to be hard to shut down. The Blood Speaker. What about Blood Speaker? He kind of needs to be on a shrine to be significant. If I put him on the shrine and he goes like Gunline, I'm just dead. I just lose. Oh, God. The choices are hard here. All right, let's see what we can make work. Sure, why not? Oh, that affects everybody. Okay. Okay, we're going to go real crazy here. This is probably going to be terrible, but we're going to try and make it work. All right. Cool. And now for reinforcements, we need to get you. Oh, man. I don't know about this, guys. I do not know about this. Oh, God. I'm going to just get plowed by these guys. I can feel it. I'm really... Man, do I bring this? This is so risky. Okay, I'm doing it. Screw it. I don't care. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. We're just going hard. I just did like a super newbie play. I just brought like an expensive character with tons of gear on him. Treat for me, blood for the blood god. That's right. Yeah, I'm sorry this might not be the most competitive build. It's an experiment. Chad Brand? No, Chad Brand would not have a good time here. Chad Brand would just get pistola'd. He would just get blasted. You never see the Queen. Queen Bess. Queen Bess was seen recently. There was a sighting of Queen Bess not too long ago. It did happen. I'm not throwing for content. No, not the case. I never throw games, but I will experiment with off-meta. If I don't have a chance of winning, I will go off-meta. Or winning a tournament, right? But if I'm in the running to win, or if I've made top 4 or whatever, I usually will not experiment too much. All right, so we got double cultist with Skull Taker. Let's freaking go. Yeah. Oh, dude. And he's got his pimp cape and he's on foot. Look at this guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's doing the Shakespeare. Nice. So I brought all of his items just to make him an absolute Terminator, which is going to be very fun. Now, they're going to go hold this objective. We're going to get you guys up to contest. You guys can go with this force here. I do have the Wrathmongers, because they probably won't care too much about bomber mobs. You know? Thinking they'll be chilling. Let's do this. Let's get you. And you and you. We want to get this unit. Put them in 3 with the Wrathmongers behind them. Cultists can roll with the infantry unit. And then Skull Taker can waddle around as well. Oh, yeah. Skull taken. Do it for the Vine. Are you talking about the app? Oh, shit. Yeah, isn't TikTok going to the trash can soon? I saw an article about that today, and I was like, oh, shit. It's actually happening. It's joining MySpace in the social media graveyard, huh? Pretty wild, man. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what power vacuum happens, right? That's something, you know? There's going to be a power vacuum. And we will see. So he's got a big army, but not too big. You know, mine's close in size. And I have the Chad Skull Taker, so I automatically win. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's going down. Dude, look how cool he is. Skull Taker is really killy. Like, if he finds a Count Noctilus, dude, he's just going to hunt him. It's going to be brutal. It's January 19th is the deadline for it to be sold. Okay, got it. Brothers in bloodletting. Khorne is a really cool faction to play, and they're actually pretty balanced right now, too. All right, do we have crabs? What the hell? No crabs? Oh my god, the Gallows Giant. So, Gallows Giant. Huh. I'm interested to see what it's capable of. I don't know if Alexander might feel the same way as me, where he's in the pit, so he's willing to take experiments and take chances and stuff, which is cool. I like to see it. We do manage to get... Okay, so it's going to be Aranessa. I actually don't hate the Aranessa pick. Yeah, Vampire Caster as well. Okay. I can dig it. So let's get this objective, and you guys can prepare to march. So let's get you squared up. We're going to march slowly, and Skull Taker, he was forgotten about, so he's going to move up now. Yeah, Skull Taker can definitely kill Aranessa. Now we're in a little bit of danger of getting roasted here. Do I want to call out another Wrathmonger? I think I do. Like, I don't know. Like, what on Coast can kill a Wrathmonger? Obviously, open field shooting would be able to kill them. So yeah, there's that. But let's get another Wrathmonger and move it up. So we're just going to, like, make a full court press here in a minute. Dude, look at this haggard ranged movement. I hope CA fixes that shit. It's so janky. All right, so we're going to run back, pull you guys back, and we're going to get our characters moving up to the objective. We are going to lose it out of the gates here, but it is all good. Some pistols, some handguns, nothing too crazy. Nothing that we can't potentially swarm and shut down. So Skull Taker is ready to party. And the flamethrowers... Dude, the flamethrower on this thing is such dog shit. Oh my god, it's so bad. Yeah, it's pretty jank. Coast needs deck gunners. Khorne is really good at killing deck gunners. Yeah, you're not going to have too much success with them, I don't think. Oh, yeah, get the throwing axes. We just got to make sure we don't get pistoled. All right. So we're almost up at the point, and Skulltaker, he's hungry. He's going to be hunting characters the entire time. That's the plan. All right, let's get you in here. Get you in here. The other cultists can move up here and do this, and we need to get the horsemen back a little bit. Let's move you guys this way, and now you guys can move up and do a little bit of that. All right, so let's get all of you guys going like this. Great. So the fighting is underway. We're going to go ahead and just throwing weapon you, and Uzul is going to go hunt down this guy if we can. We do have Wrathmongers. Let's get him on the outside. No bomber mobs, so that's great for us. So the cultists are just going to saturate in and hopefully get some good value. We're going to take Skulltaker around and try and party. So zombies, let's get you guys here and you guys out there, and let's get some blood beasts to come up and just in case there's crabs and deal with those. All right, so you guys get here. Oh, it's skull taking time. It's a bloody onslaught. Let's go. Let's get all the stat buffs. Okay, we got netted, but I think I'm happy to take this duel. We have some characters nearby, and okay, good shooting on my opponent's part there. Okay, so can we actually connect? That's going to be the question, ladies and gentlemen. My horseman just absolute dog shit micro on my part, so we pay the price there. Are we connecting? Okay, Uzul is beating down these characters pretty hard, and we need to get you guys to get back to cover behind the other units. And the Morngulls have arrived. Looks like the Morngulls are in the secondary here. And where are the Wrathmongers? Okay, they are cutting some stuff up. Let's get some Furies to fly in and start getting overhead. Oh shit, I did not mean to select everybody there. Well, it is what it is. All right, so how's Azul doing? Azul is trying his best. He's dueling Aranessa and the other crab character. And now we have the cultist summons. So this is where we can start to turn the tide of the game. We just get on his gun line with all these summons and get back there with some Furies and shit and call it a day. All right, so we get the summons. The bloodletters are out, so let's get the bloodletters on top of the guns. So there they go. You guys get back on the guns. There you go. And you guys just go get on these handguns right here. Where the hell are these Furies? Okay, they're coming. They're just a ways off. All right. So Azul able to put a whooping down on these guys, which is great. And he's a little bit vulnerable, so we need to make sure he's still in the run here. We got the Blood Beast. Let's just get on these. Wrathmongers are doing fine. Let's call in another one of these. And we need to make sure that we get like all up on the gun line here, like all up in their face. All right, so the Wrathmongers have done it, but they're about to start getting shot. So we need to get a lot of these guys to shut it down and pull you guys out that way to avoid it. Azul doing fine, actually. He's hanging in there like a champ. We do have Sword of Corn, so we need to probably obliterate what we can. So we're going to wait to see where they form ranks. And we're going to obliterate them with Sword of Corn, hopefully. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. All right. So Wrathmongers, we need to go steal that objective, and we do get a Sword of Corn right there, which is great. So that unit's going to get its source code deleted. Furies have gotten on top of those, and now, oh, Skull taking time. Oh, let's use the Locus of Fury. Oh, yes. So we might be able to get a kill on Aranessa here. We're going to have to see. All right, so next call-out's going to be Corngors, so let's get Corngors coming up to start dealing with all the Morngulls that are inevitably going to come out. Aranessa getting whooped on pretty good there, but we need to get on this damn gunnery mob here. If we can, let's push you guys through, and the Blood Beasts we're able to rip and tear. So far, so good. We do also take the home objective, so let's go stuff these guys back, and we can bring you guys over to stuff these random pistol mobs. All right, so far, so good. Yeah, the Skulltaker is doing the work. Let's go get on the Gallows Giant here, do a little bit of this. Blood Beasts have cleaned up shop, and looks like he's making a play for my home objective, which is very cheeky. I was not expecting that. So let's take our mobility, come down here, see if we can reclaim it, get the Corngors to move over this way. But, you know, we have quite a bit, and the Wrathmongers are going to be a problem over there. They're going to be a big problem. All right, Azul is fighting a scary monster, but he's probably going to be up to the task. The objective here is very secure. We're looking pretty good there, I would say. And now we just need to find a way to get our objective here back, which I think some Corngors should be able to handle most of the threats here. Let's get the throwing weapons to throw at the Morngulls there. And, yeah, we're getting a good grind here. Definitely getting in there and pushing some stuff back. The Crabcaster is there, so we need to move across. A little bit dangerous, though, but maybe Azul can get this. Let's go ahead and use the debuff here and use the Slayer Sword. Let's go, Slayer Sword, come on. And you head here, too. All right, is he going to connect? I really need to make sure he does. All right, so he does have a homie there, so he doesn't stand alone. Blood Beasts are nearby, right? So where the hell are the Blood Beasts at? All right, let's charge in here. Blood Beasts need to get over here, although they are resecuring the back objective. All right, so Azul is maybe going to die, although, dude, he's whooping this caster. Oh, yeah, let's get the Wrathmongers over there. Oh, yeah, dude. Let's get the value on this character, this duelist character. Yeah, it's super fun. All right, Wrathmongers are there. We're chasing this character, which is crumbling. We can get you guys to pile in. Azul is just laying a whooping on those guys, like absolute whooping. All right, let's get here. Back objective's going to be retaken. It looks like the Wrathmongers are still going. We have a Sword of Corn. I hate to use it on that, so I think we're going to wait and see. Caster looks like it's going to go down. Let's get some more Corn Gores coming up and looking good. And this objective is secure, so now let's move up and hunt these guys down. Okay, and Azul is still going. He might actually die here, but he has done very well. I mean, he's been slapping the base on these duels. All right, let's use the sword. See if we can break down this Greater Demon here. And now we're looking pretty cozy. If he lives, too, with like a little HP, that's like super corn, right? That's very good corn flavor. These are just pistol mobs, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, so now we go full court press. Let's unsummon some of these guys. Skull Taker, dude, he's taking skulls. Yeah, he's taking them. 900 HP, value is 2,200 so far, so you gotta love to see it. Oh, he wants a real skull, though. Let's go get Aranessa here. That's gonna be fine. All right, so charge in there. Let's get the corn monkeys to go in there and do a little bit of pushing. Come on, give it to me. Oh, yeah. And call in now. Let's go ahead and get the Blood Beast of Corn out. So we're gonna get the Blood Beast. Let's do this. And do we get it? Yeah, another skull. Come on, get the skull. Corn demands. Come on, Skull Taker. Relentless Rage. Oh, the Rage of Corn. 1 HP, let's go. Come on, buddy. That was a stupid use of that ability, but super cool. Oh man, he wants it. He's gonna crumble down pretty quickly after though. All right, let's make sure we don't lose focus here and keep playing, okay? Dude, come on. She's so fast on that crab though. Yeah, she's a little bit too quick. So a couple Depth Guard have come out, but I'm not too worried. Oh, we didn't get the skull. Yeah, we didn't get it. That's too bad. Well, it is what it is. All right, so the Blood Beast can go here and fight. Blood Beast can fight here. Let's get these Halberds moving up to press. These Halberds moving up to press, and he got plenty of skulls though. It wasn't like he was neglected in the skull department, so he should be fine. All right, so Skull Taker did his job. He's now happily celebrating in the realm of corn. Blood Beast being very, very effective here. And I think we have some Wrathmongers in this position. Yeah, we still have the ROR Wrathmongers who probably will be able to kill those Depth Guard or at least put a big hurt on them. All right, so reinforcements to call in. Let's go ahead and get some dual weapon warriors moving on up. So we just need to keep reinforcing. We got a triple cap on our opponent. Yeah, he was coming for that bloody tithe. That is for sure. All right, let's get you over here and get on top of those Depth Guard. And now we see them reinforcing, so it's a good thing we have some like baseline troops coming in, huh? All right, let's go this way. Unsummon the Horseman, unsummon you, and unsummon you down there. Great, so that's all going. He has an opportunity to maybe steal this point from me, so I got to be careful. The Wrathmongers do get killed by the Depth Guard, but not before we're going to get a bunch of reinforcements over here, hopefully. And you guys will get out, and do we want to call in Furies? Yeah, Furies are good for just picking off like shitty gunnery mobs, things like that. All right, so let's get in here, try and charge them down. The back objective, we have a lot of Corn Gores back there. We actually have triple Corn Gore, so there's probably very little chances he's going to be able to get this point back, especially if we get a good Sword of Corn, which we will do, right? I want to wait till he calls out like a good unit or there's like a really clutch fight that actually matters a lot. Let's get the Blood Beast on top of these guys, and you get on top of the pistol mobs. I could Sword of Corn on you. That's probably a good enough spot right there. So let's not Sword of Corn ourselves, right? That's going to be important. Call it a Throwing Axe to deal with the Depth Guard. Oh, yeah, right in the face. Oh, that was actually super good. That got a lot of damage. Wow. Back here we're looking, yeah, we're in a completely dominant position right now, so. All right, cultists, let's unsummon them, and yeah, we're gonna move you guys up. No crabs, I'm surprised, or bomber mobs, so that was good for us. The Gallows Giant is a bit of a meme, I think, but he was probably experimenting like I was, so it is what it is. And in reinforcements, let's get some baseline Marauders out, just start reinforcing. I think my favorite thing about the this match, though, has been the performance of the Skull Taker. He was actually pretty gangster. I mean, obviously Valkia would have been better, even against, but if he had brought Noctilus, Valkia wouldn't have been, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, just something to think about here. But Blood Beasts are so good. I really like them as a unit. All right, so we're just going to park the Throwing Axes here, get another Marauder coming out. It's going to reinforce here. And yeah, these guys are just going deep over here. Let's get you back on the objective. Keep forcing across. Curious to see how the Wrathmongers did value-wise. Is that a Mourngul ROR? No, it's just a regular one. Okay. It is just a regular Mourngul. So do we call the Skull Taker back for round 2? I kind of want to just see how much value he gets with just 1 life. Yep, you guys keep pushing. We have a Cultist coming in, so let's get the Cultist back here. And you just keep throwing in the Mournguls right there. Collins, yeah, Wrathmongers did earn a Chevron, but it was mostly like zombies and stuff, right? So nothing terribly crazy. We're going to win this fight here. Crush these guys, come across, crush them. Should be good. And yeah, it looks like the Mournguls are dying to the throwing weapons. And a couple Blood Beasts can come back in and punch them in the face. Corn Monkeys. Yeah, Skull Taker was good. He chipped a lot of HP off 3 very tanky characters. Like, he killed the caster. He basically killed Aranessa as well, which I thought was pretty cool. So fun to see him in action. Some elements of our build were meta, but others certainly were not. All right, so another Sword of Corn here. Sword of Corn has got to be one of the best like army abilities. I think it's so. Oh, did not mean to click the Fury, but we'll take it. It's fine. We'll make use of it. Yeah, we're gonna clean up here. Basically, you know, not a tabling, but pretty close to it. He does have some fighting power over here still, though. These Morghuls, they didn't hear no bell. The Bloodwake Berserker is still going strong, and we'll have another Sword of Corn in the face here in a minute. And there are going to be some mobs coming up, but do we sword here? I don't think so. That whole blob is basically going to die. What do we got in the trees? Gunnery mobs, and we got handgun mobs over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bait the handgun mobs line of sight and then Sword of Corn them, basically. We might as well do it, though, because the game's about to end. Yep, so they're going to form ranks. We see exactly, just bait them in, and then when they go to form ranks, we Sword of Corn them in the face. Oh, give it to me. There's no dodging that. Oh, damn, dude, they just got baptized. Look at that. Oh, my God, and that other unit. Dude. Oh, man, that's a lot of skulls for Corn right there. Corn had to go get him himself. He's like, give me that. All right, GG. Chad Colossus. All right, so Skull Taker with 2,300 value. I mean, sadly, that's like close to how much I paid for him, though. Yeah, still cool. Cultists were good. Wrathmonger is 1,900 on that one. The other one's got only 900 value, right? So I spent 1,500 gold and only got, you know. Coast seems to have answers against them, like shooting them and just bomber mobbing seems pretty strong. Blood Beasts both performed well with 1,200 value. And yeah, it was overall a good game. The Gallows Giant just being a piece of shit as usual. 1,500 value on that. And cool. So we end with a neutral record, which is good. And it's not like we submarined. Alexander Nets is a very good player who's won many tournaments. So I'm happy to end with that. All right. That sword, that was straight up just Corn baptizing. That was how Corn baptizes people. Yeah, that sword was epic. Skulltaker didn't have any kills, but he did do a lot of damage. Yeah, it was all against characters, which was, I think, better. Okay, so now we're going to, as soon as other people finish, we're going to go on to the semis and stuff. Okay, Corn versus, that was Vampire Coast. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Corn is such a strong, safe faction. They're very good, but they're like fair too. Corn doesn't feel like, what is Corn's win rate? Corn has, they're coming up actually, 52% win rate. Yeah, so pretty strong though, pretty strong. He couldn't, I didn't get her Nessa. She's skirted away into the bushes. Yeah, wasn't able to get her. She was too slippery for the old man. All right. So a handful of games still to finish, but our top four is coming into picture here. It looks like B6, Boss Toss, Butcherbird, and Christopher, maybe, although Christopher's tiebreaker is very weak, so Christopher will need to win this last game to get there. Blood for the Blood God, but no skulls for the Skull Throne. Yeah, that's basically it, right? Yeah, it was just, when he got the blood, but he didn't get... I would love to start, like, a Corn tabletop army, too. That'd be fun, but... Warriors of Chaos are just so unfun to play in Old World because of how OP their dragons are, and if you don't play the dragon, you're just kind of like, eh. They just abuse a couple really busted units like Dragon Ogres, and, yeah, it's a shame. Skull Taker's definitely way better on the Juggernaut. Yeah, I agree. Having him on the Juggernaut would have been even better. But I wanted someone who could just take out Count Noctilus super easy. That was like my game plan. No, super risky. I think he gets armor and misres after 40 kills. Yeah, he's asking about Skull Taker. He's asking about the stats and all that. Yeah, the Throne gives him healing, but Throne also massively lowers his stats, so he doesn't just like absolutely karate chop people. Yeah, Corn's a very good faction. You know what? Next time for the pick six, what I'll do is I'm not like super good at them, but I'll play only Order Tide or only Chaos. That'd be fun. Like, so for Order Tide, I could do Empire, I could do High Elves, I could do Bretonnia, I could do Grand Cathay, Kislev and Dwarves. That's like that would be my six picks. Would be only Order Tide factions. Granted, I would probably put Bretonnia in the grand finals because they would just lose me a game in the early rounds. Just got to throw them in the pits. I wonder if there's any Chads who are playing Bretonnia. Bretonnia's win rate is 32% right now. Yeah, literally, Bretonnia is so freaking unpopular right now. Like, Bretonnia has only 19 games played this season, and there's been so many tournaments. They just do not get touched. Yeah, it's a shame. But yeah, the win rates are not too bad. I mean, Dark Elves are a decent faction. I don't know why they have such a... I think they're just hard to play. Yeah, Slanesh and Ogres need a little... Thunder Tests just need to be nerfed, and Pigback Riders need to be touched a little bit too, I think, and then we're good. He gets immune to flanking, that's true, yeah. Would you rather play Bretts than Wood Elves? No, I would actually, to be fair, I'd probably rather play Wood Elves. That's a good point. So maybe I'll just add Wood Elves to the Order Tide. Yeah, instead of Bretonia. Well, Grail Knights got nerfed because of, I think, Land Battle more so. And Land Battle, apparently, they were very good with, infinite cycle charging and, that sort of thing. Yeah, Dark Elves are definitely can win games. He does have massive stats. Huge MD and MA. Yeah, we're talking about the duel between our characters. Yeah, they nerfed Grails because of Land Battle. It's not a domination thing. Nobody was calling for that. I mean, there's CA thankfully listens to both communities, which is cool. Sometimes there'll be a nerf in Dom that affects them in Land Battle and vice versa, but that's just how it has to be because the community split and it is what it is. And Brett's didn't really seem impressive. Yeah, I know. I don't get why they were just so... People were... I mean... Yeah, I never thought... I even watched some Land Battle. I'll go watch Dov and I'll check out Human Voice sometimes. And Bretonia never really seemed depressive even before the nerfs. Yeah. It's something. They could definitely use some milk. Bretonia needs some buffs or something. They're just so freaking janky. I mean, they can win, but goddamn, do you have to work hard for it. Like with Khorne, you don't need to work that hard to win. I mean, you could still lose, obviously, but it's a much more unga bunga experience. All right, so top 4 is coming together. Let us see what the Rock is cooking. Roulette. Yeah, no, it's Orange Pest. It's more of a thing of that's. I agree with you as a traditional RTS player who likes to have the win conditions the game confined without player made impositions on it. I don't know if that's the right word. I massively prefer domination mode. It's just to me a vastly superior competitive RTS format. But Land Battle is more true to the old school Total War experience. And it also is, has a lot of history behind it in the Warhammer community. So there's that variable as well. And it is there are some elements I like about Land Battle more than Dom. I like the spectacle of a Land Battle. I think it makes for kind of a more epic, looking battle between two armies, fantasy armies. I also like the fact that Land Battle, summoning units isn't my favorite thing. If there could be a domination type thing where you didn't need to summon units. I mean, I know there's Conquest, but I also like the 3 objectives because it keeps it from being an unga bunga fight over just one blob in the middle, But yeah, Conquest and Dom are both things I enjoy. I like Conquest a lot. I like Dom. Conquest is good. I liked Conquest more actually when it had a little bit less points in it. I liked it when it was 500, 550 kind of range, but what's the plan for your next stream? I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe an Age stream tomorrow. Yeah. What nerf? They nerfed the HP on Grail Knights and Hippo Knights. Yeah, they did indeed. But I mean, yeah, for you, Orange Pest, you're no stranger to calling in units, playing Company of Heroes, right? Yeah, overall, I massively prefer domination to Land Battle as well as yeah, it's just nice. I had to deal with so much rule break trauma in Warhammer 2. Goddamn, it was not fun. Best Total War multiplayer was Arena. I've heard good things about Arena. Yeah, I remember when that was out and about. It's still playable in China, right? I think they just got rid of the servers here. Age stream, yeah, maybe. I don't know what game we're gonna do tomorrow. We'll do something. I do have a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock tomorrow. But it'll be another nighttime stream, unfortunately, for our poor European homies. But because I'm gonna be gone during the day. But yeah, we'll do something tomorrow night. We'll do something. We will see. I really want to host just a random Warcraft 3 tournament or something. I think that'd be fun. What is Bretonia missing? I don't know. I think they pretty much have everything. That's part of the problem, All right, so Turin semis, although we're not quite at the semis yet. At least the Chaos Dwarves didn't let us down tonight. At least they didn't let us down. I'm done without summoning with someone. It's kind of tricky though. Because the resummoning mechanic is actually good. for like the actual RTS element of domination, because if you couldn't resummon things, there would be just supremely cheesy tactics of just poking and not engaging until like it would get really cheesy if you couldn't summon units in Dom as it currently is. No, Bretonnia is actually probably the best faction, one of the best factions in the entire game in tabletop. Bretonnia is extremely oppressive in tabletop. The Pegasus Knights and their characters are just like next level. Yeah, I have suffered the wrath of Bretonnia many times in tabletop, but well, you know, Chaos Dwarves are actually pretty good against them. But yeah, it's hard. A Turin Pound Warcraft 3 stream. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Figure it out tomorrow. We'll see what folks are interested in. I don't know how many people we could get for like a Warcraft 3 tournament on short notice would be the thing. They haven't had updates in like 4 editions. You're talking about old Warhammer Fantasy. In Old World, the current rendition of Fantasy Battles, they're pretty updated. Yeah. Oh yeah, but Bretonnia in this game hasn't been updated in forever. What could you do for Bretonnia? Maybe just buffs. Just buff what they have, you know? Buff some stuff. Make things better. I'd have to really think about it. Like, they have some good elements, you know? Like, their knights are good, but like, is 950 too much for a Knight of the Realm? Like, is a Knight of the Realm, maybe it should just cost as much as an Empire Knight, right? Like, an Empire Knight is how much? 800? 850 or something? Yeah, like, maybe just make Knights of the Realm cost the same as Empire Knights, right? Like, Empire Knights are tankier than Knights of the Realm. They're just not as killy, but, you know, they could probably cost the same. Like, there's a lot of little cost reductions you could probably do for Bretonnia that would add up. Maybe giving some of their Elite Cav Glorious Charge. Like, maybe Grail Knights and Grail Guardians could get Glorious Charge. Maybe not. Like, Glorious Charge and Grail Knights would be pretty sweet, but might be a little OP. I don't know. Right, it's hard to say. Thank you, Naomi. Even though it's not my birthday, I do greatly appreciate that. Green Knight. Green Knight's, he's just expensive, but he's okay. Ever since the ethereal changes, he's become less good, but yeah. Bretonnia's roster just needs a good look over, for sure. Because Bretonnia is so hard to win with. They're so hard. Mostly it's just Lewin or Fey Enchantress carrying everything. You know, that's what you're getting. All right, one game, just saying, and Weber playing it out. So let's see what's cooking here. And looks like we have our top 4. It's got to be a big 3-way tie. We could, although let's see what the tiebreaker looks like here. We will see, because this might still affect it, and then we're going to make a call from there. And watching the replay seems like characters just can connect. Yeah, it's so janky, that Gallows Giant. Alrighty. So just waiting for the last one to see if it'll affect the tiebreaker. It probably will. We have a 3 players tied with a tiebreaker score of 8, which is always unfortunate, but we will see what it's going to be. We could do like an extra round and have them play it out while we cast the other game. So we're going to see what it looks like, and I'm going to make a call here in a minute, although we most likely will just advance on. Why is Ulrika so expensive? Yeah, she's a little overpriced. Ulrika cannot be brought by Bretonnia, yeah. I think Empire can bring Ulrika, though, right? Yeah. God damn, 2,800 is pricey. She just has so many abilities. Okay, if you were to bring Ulrika, though, you would just bring Melkoth. Warhorse. Is that worth it? The Blood Shard? I wonder how quickly that builds up. And then you would cut Smoke and Mirrors. Buyer Blood is actually not bad on her since she's undead. It keeps her from crumbling, but yeah, you would cut this, you would cut this. God damn, that's expensive though, 1,650. I mean, you are getting a hybrid combat character that can do a little bit of poke. Both of your opponents are in the tie. Oh, okay. Okay, no, it looks like let's see, are you? Yeah, Pug, we'll see. I don't know if it's going to affect you because you only have 2 wins, right? Yeah, we need to see. We need to see how this unfolds here. 3-way tiebreaker is always painful though, but usually it's just done by leaderboard positioning, which is how we normally do it. So, what's so special about Ulrika besides being a Shadowcaster? So she's undead, and she has Horseback Prodigy. What the hell is this? Okay, she just has this as bound ability you can't get rid of. Speed. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, so maybe with just like blood shard, she could do a little bit of poke. I mean, let's test this out a little bit and see. All right, so we're just gonna get some like Dwarf Warriors here and some of these guys and poke a little bit. Ah, okay, Pug. I thought it might have affected something. Uh-oh, somebody reporting the scores. I'm refreshing website. Let's see if that works. Yep, still going. All right, well, shouldn't take too long. And let's see how Ulrika can do with her bow. I don't think it does much damage. You face Deathman twice in a row. Yeah, so I heard. But, you know, in pick 6, facing the same person isn't that big of a deal because you're playing different factions, so it's not like it's the same shit over and over again. All right, so we're going to move up and just kind of poke these orc boys. I don't know if her bow attack is that good. Let's see. If Ulrika's... Oh, that's so haggard. Okay, so she's gotten 6 kills, and her blood shard is at 3%. So... yeah, filling that up is going to take some time. That is for sure. But I mean, like, theoretically, if she could get a lot of kills and you can get her spell intensity up, like, she's at 104% now, but, like, god damn, that's just too long to fill up. If they gave her, like, an armor-piercing bow, maybe. She is a good fighter who does have anti-infantry, so you could, like, charge in and do some shit like this, right? And she could probably hold her own against this overseer. Yeah, she does. She has hunger, too. But having what kind of armor? She does have 80 armor also. Yeah, but with all those infantry there, it's going to be an L. Yeah, the hunger gives her healing. Maybe Ulrika, but like Empire can just bring a regular Shadowcaster, right? The only place I could maybe see Ulrika would be against, as Kislev, getting Shadow Magic, where you don't normally have it, right? So that's going to be potentially something cool. Okay, let's refresh this, see how we're doing. Still waiting on that last game. Let me see what they played. So just saying, I think. Okay, they did play Attack Speed Enjoyer. They played me, and in the first round they played Christopher, who is, I believe, in the running. Yes, I think Christopher's chilling. And then the other player is Weber. Played Oishi, and played Adam, played Apostate, and then here. All right. So probably just going to move on here. GG. GG. We can almost advance to top 4, but I just want to be safe. Just want to be safe. Shorts are so damn cool they are. They're a very fun faction. Great flavor. Yeah, very, very fun. Got to see the land ship being used the other day. So yeah, if you're playing Kislev, you can bring Ulrika, and she's... because normally you can't get Shadow Magic with them, right? Although, can the Hagwitch bring Shadow Magic? I can't remember. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so she's just really not worth it. Because Hagwitch on a chariot is actually pretty good. You bring the summon. Or not the summon, but... oh, she doesn't get the summon. She gets this. Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, probably don't need that. So just a cheap Hagwitch, 1100, just looking like pissed off grandma over there, like, is just great, right? I really look through this, like the different things they can get. With Death, you get a ward save item, and then Lord Beast, you get Kolju and a Spirit. This is probably the most meta one. Flock of Doom with the summon. Just cut Wildheart, 1300. Pretty useful character, honestly. And right on. Let's refresh it and see what we're cooking. Butcherbird beat you in like 30 seconds. Was he playing Beastmen? He's very good at Beastmen. Yeah, he's very, very good. Okay, man, those guys, are they actually playing? Yo, you two playing? I see him on his cell phone, I'm not sure. Just want to make sure it doesn't affect anything. How could you get Ulrika to be worthwhile? If you made her bow like heavy armor piercing, maybe. She could be like a character sniper. You know, she just sits there and snipes enemy characters. That would be a really easy, lazy fix, 100%. Lore of Hags feels underwhelming to me. I've not given it a fair shake, to be fair, but yeah. Can somebody help me figure out if either of these two guys will affect the tiebreaker for top 4 at all? If somebody could help me eyeball it, that'd be greatly appreciated, but yeah. The dreaded 5 a.m. micro Reginald, yeah. Yeah, if Reginald got to play during normal European hours, he would be too powerful, you know? He'd have to be banned from tournaments. I don't know, Ben. Have you had success in like a competitive tournament setting with her? If so, I'll take your word for it. But I don't know. Just seems janky. I think just spamming the vigor reduction spell from Lord of Hags isn't bad. It is a decent little debuff. Okay, aces. Thank you. Okay. Can you report his win? He's struggling. All right. So we're going to be getting into top 4 now. Thank you guys for joining. Been a fun stream so far as we get into the later stages of the night. I actually felt like I played okay in the other games at least. Yeah. It's always a bit of a consolation prize when you, even if you have a losing or an even record, as long as you play well, it's like, you know, you can hold your head up high. Okay, no problem. I will take care of it. All right, so let's refresh this, and we're in. Up and up time. Are you talking about the hag spell? Yeah. I do want to experiment with that. So 1 sec. Let me get this. Score should be reported here in a second. Still taking a moment. Oh, come on. For the love of the dark gods. Report it, please. I'm too weak. Because I can report it, but then I have to go into the back end of the website. I'm hoping that these guys will just report their score, or at least one of them will. You can do it. Put your back into it. It's Been a While is a very good song. Stained. How many of you guys listened to the Stained in the early 2000s? It's Been a While is an absolute banger. That song's great. Yeah, those is a fun era of music. Can you look at Ulrika's blind, please? Sure, we can take a look real quick. We have another minute before where we're going to need to be. So I mean, it's a 2-minute cooldown. It lasts 40 seconds. It does give her a lot of accuracy and does lower the stats of what you're shooting. That is fringe decent. You know, it's not a terrible thing. You know, not terrible. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I could justify it. Did you report? Or do you need me to? All right. Well, hopefully they'll be there soon. Stained. Yeah. Stained was fun. Very underrated band. Like, a lot of new metal music was like really haggard and over the top, but like Stained was one of those bands that I feel could like, was like kind of in the new metal era, but didn't give off the haggard new metal vibes as much. Oh, their frontman became a country singer and left the band. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's some lore there. All right. Okay, so now we are ready. We're going to be advancing to top 4, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining tonight. It has been a fun adventure with you all. And looks like we got our top 4. Yeah, all right. So we are going to advance to top 4. And there we go. And let us do it. Okay, so it's going to be Ash versus Christopher and Boss Toss versus B6. Let's get it. So top 4, you got Ash 007 versus Christopher. Where is he? He's got to be here somewhere. Is it? Can't find him. Okay, well, versus Chris. And then we have Boss Toss, my meme nemesis. Him and I would always meet in the semifinals of the finals of tournaments. It was always fun. Like, have fun. All right, so from here, we need to figure out what game we want to cast. So we're going to look at the matchups and decide which one would be more fun. So Boss Toss versus B6 is going to be Boss Toss, my fellow elder millennial. He's going to be on Khorne, and B6 is going to be on Khorne. Okay, we're not doing that. Ash is going to be on Wood Elves versus Christopher is going to be on Warriors of Chaos. Sign me up. Sign, sealed, delivered. We are yours there. All right, so Ash, lobby code please for semis. All right. Yeah, Melkoth's is very good, Ben. It can carry a lot of characters. Yeah. Yeah, the blind thing is not bad. There's definitely some merit to that. All right, let's go see if we can find the lobby manually. There's Christopher's lobby, so we're not going to go do the Forbidden Corn Mirror match today. Perhaps it's going to be this one. Okay. And let's join with code. And perfect. Spectate. Got a big old burger waiting for me after this. I'm very excited. Dude, nobody wants the Corn Mirror match. Corn is a very common pick in pick 6 for the semifinals. I think of all the factions that get picked for in the semifinal slot in the pick 6 format, Corn is the most common, hands down. Because people are like, Corn is strong. They're going to get me to the finals. And then they just play their main. You know, their main. There's not, I mean, not too many people main Corn, but Corn is so easy to play that so many people can play them at a high level. I'm excited for this, though. Ash has been doing great lately, and I know Ash has a bit of a land battle background, too. Very cool to see that skill set brought here. And then we have Walk with Nipez. So Walk against Wood Elves is Hell Cannon City. It's basically get a Hell Cannon, get a bunch of Hellstriders, and defend your shit, and bombard them, and then counter their cav with Hellstriders. That's how you play that matchup. The Cornish Greco-Roman. Yeah, yeah, basically. I'll be back in just a second, guys. Just going to go fill up my water. All right, guys, we're back. Still not going yet, so we got some time. We're on a Ragnarok Lair. Great map. Really, really nice brawler map. Wood Elves are fine here, though. They can play the trees and the vanguards. Yes, yes. So what's going on with you guys? Hope life is good. I've been following the, it's been a lot of fun to follow is the, and it really encapsulates the classic WoW experience has been the, I didn't think I would like find it entertaining, but the, all the stuff going on with that guild of, various streamers, I think OnlyFans is what it's called. It's been pretty funny, man. There's been some crazy drama with that. And it just takes me back to like 2005, like when I was, raiding, and there was a lot of drama in classic WoW, like guild drama, loot drama, and hardcore only adds to it, Go away for one moment. Oh God, Fidel, yeah. I know. It can get out of control here. It can. Ashley said you played a Corn Mirror during the Swiss rounds. Nice. Hell yeah, let's go. This stuff's been pretty goofy, the classic WoW drama. It's pretty insane. There's like people I was watching like level up a little bit, like just watching highlights, and I like can't believe some of these people survived hardcore to 60, because that is not easy. Like I'm like a longtime WoW veteran, and like even when I was playing hardcore, it was like there was a lot of near close calls, and some of these people, man, it's impressive. Yeah, it's impressive. So Warriors of Chaos, not to give too many suggestions, but Shielded Warrior Wall with Hell Cannon is pretty damn good. And then for the Lord choice, there's so many options. That's why Walk is so fun. You can go Archeon, but probably just going a Chaos Sorcerer Fire with Tormentor Sword is your best bet because he can lock things down and is very safe. So I would probably recommend that route. But yeah, we'll see what Nipez wants to do. The dreaded 4-0 tonight, man. Very, very nice performance. Very, very nice indeed. Oh man, I just want Civ 7 to come out. I'm fiending for a new big game to jump on. I played hardcore. I played hardcore WoW on this launch. So I was playing with a couple of my friends and my wife, on the fresh anniversary server. So we were on the hardcore server, but several of our group members died. I think like 3 of our 5 group members died, and I didn't want to play by myself, so we transferred to another server. But yeah, it's fun. If you continue to top 4, I would have had Warriors of Chaos, which I would have felt super confident with. That's my best faction. And in the finals, I had Nurgle, which is one of my other best factions. So, yeah. Those are my top 2. Don't talk about the hardcore with you. What happened? Did it hurt you? Did something happen to you? I was playing a hunter. Hunters are an absolute meme in hardcore. I mean, they can die for sure if you go into a cave and get trapped. But once you get feign death, it's like... If you go feign death and level engineering and you have like the target dummies, you are super hard to kill. Super hard to kill. Oh no, you kicked out your power on your computer and died? That's so painful. I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, I almost died the same way. I had a power outage and I was like in a cave doing a quest and I logged back on and my character had like 25% HP. I was like, oh, that was rough. That's pretty funny, Daniel. I did not know that was a thing. Yeah. Wilded Rangers are very good in this matchup. Yeah, they're very good. I would imagine Ashes is going to bring some at least in reserve. Because they beat Forsaken, they beat Warriors, they beat Marauders. They're very vulnerable against heavy cav, though. So like any sort of a armored cav charge from like a Chaos Knight will give them the wiener pretty good. But yeah. Hunters are better at getting a group killed. Yes, that's very true. They're very most hunters are very sloppy with their pets, and I've done that myself too. It happens. You got to be really careful with your pet. Mages are probably my favorite class in WoW overall, but I am playing a hunter this time around. How is Slaanesh doing without Seekers? They're just not being played because that's like a huge part of their roster missing. I don't have my soundboard set up. I'm sorry, Frostlight. Hey, I'm doing really good, Eagle. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Life's good here, no complaints. Life is good. So big thinking over here from the Warriors of Chaos player. He's on the big think. Kind of want to take a peek at the build. All right, so let me look at the builds real quick. I'm actually going to take a peek. Wookiee's going to block for you guys. Oh, that was not at all what I was expecting from the Chaos player. Holy shit. That is about as far from the meta as you can possibly get, as of now. The Wood Elf player, more in line with the traditional meta. Although, no, yeah, pretty standard. Yeah, that's pretty standard. But this freaking Chaos build is pretty hog wild, I do dare say. Okay, so not to tease you guys, but Wookiee had to keep you guys honest there. Yeah, there's an ogre named Chungus in the game. That's pretty funny. Yeah. That's good. That Chaos build is pretty nutty. Yeah. The other side, well, on the bright side of them taking so long here is that the other side is probably already halfway through their game. So we're just going to jump right into the finals when the time comes. That will happen. Let me message his Chaos player, make sure he's not AFK, because when I was watching him, he didn't like do anything to his build. Okay, he is shuffling his build around a little bit. It looks like there's been some adjustments. So I don't think he's AFK. I'm just going to watch him for a minute to make sure he's actually doing stuff and not just like semi-AFK. Okay, he's shifting some reinforcements around. There are some wild choices in this build. Okay, looks good. Now we just got to see what you plug into the main army to finish it off here. Isn't that crazy how old the Big Chungus meme is? Big Chungus was like from what? Like 2017, 2018 or something? God, that's ancient. You know? When was the Big Chungus meme? God, that's so old. Any unit bans? Slaanesh and Ogres are banned out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because they're just bullshit factions, you know? Like in a pick 3 format, I'm fine with them because you can, counter pick them. But here it's like, okay, Warriors of Chaos are just a little bit slow to pick. He is here though, which is good. Yeah, Seekers are banned in Heart Seekers. Internet years always pass faster. I know. Ain't that the truth? Okay, we're having some Okay, looks like he's finally got his build together. Let's go. All right, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be loading in. Let's have some fun. GLHF. Are you going to focus on PvP or FFA and Civ? I will do single player, Rogelio. Hopefully I said your name right. I'm going to do one or two. Maybe I'll do an occasional single player playthrough, see if people want to watch that. And then I'm going to do an FFA with friends, and then also some PvP 1v1s. Like we're going to cover all the bases in Civ. Because I like Civ games. I really do. I just skipped the 6th one, but Civ 5 was one of my favorites. Yeah. That's pretty funny, Reginald. Yeah, so dude, the Warriors of Chaos player brought freaking Harold Hammerstorm against the Wood Elves, which he's a shielded armored character, but I mean, you can bring Aecold, who does the same thing basically and heals himself, so arguably that's better, but he didn't use a mark for Harry the Hammer, so there is that element of things. But yeah, a Nurgle sorcerer with Harry the Hammer. This is some forbidden tech. This is like the deep dark lore. The Forgotten Realms have been unearthed. So I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I got you, Rogelio. It's gonna be fun, dude. Did I say your name right? Is that right? I'm pretty terrible with pronunciations. You know, I am American after all, so. America unga bungas when it comes to foreign pronunciations. That's certainly the case. All right. So Glade Lord on a dragon, very good. And it's going to be what appears to be no Helm of Discord and no Pravenoff Rama. Wow. So just a bare bones 2100 gold dragon coming in here from the hardwood. Yeah, so it's going to be an Arrow of Kurnus dragon. Very, very cool. Aside from that, we have a battle line of Hagbane tips. So not going to be using Starfire Shafts. Not too worried about Chaos Knights, I guess. You know, that could backfire if you face Chaos Knights. They're very armored. But going to be triple with some Eternal Guard, some Skirmishers in the front. Going to be Hagbane tips. And this is the counter against Chaos Knights. Wood Elves have been dealing with Armored Knights using pretty much just Malkoth spam because it's brutal. You slow them and then you can shoot them better because they're slowed. So it's very, very strong. On the sides, we got Dryads in the Vanguard who are going to be pushing up on the objectives, and that is it. Now, looking at this hog wild ass build here from Chaos, it's going to be Marauders and a Warrior Wall, which I love to see. Warriors are badass. But Harry the Hammer, dude, I have no idea about his applications against Wood Elves. Honestly, probably a bit of a meme pick, but I don't know. Maybe this gentleman has had success before with Harold the Hammer, and in the distance, we do have a Nurgle Sorcerer Lord who's going to be leading the charge here. And yeah, he will be able to heal Harold, and when the Chaos Knights or any other big armor inevitably comes out, he will be able to heal those as well. Yeah, the blast ability, but he only brought the Bane of the Dead, so there's no hammer even. Harry is just a pure combat character here. All right, well, let's see how he does. Rogelio. It's Rogelio. Rogelio. Okay, got it. Thank you, man. I'll try and get it right next time. Please forgive me, though. Up in the sky, we do have the old Glade Lord circling about, 7,600 HP, ready to party, trying to snipe the Chaos Sorcerer, which should just hide in the trees, and you know is the one upside of Nurgle is that you are going to be able to get some fat heals. Melkoth is activated, and the Wood Elf Skirmishers will massively outclass the Chaos Skirmishers, which is as it should be. But even still, it looks like Chaos is going to get this point. They have more capture weight, and there is going to be a Stream of Corruption going down, which does cook some Dryads. Nothing terribly heavy duty on the damage, but objectives initially, Dryads grab objective 1, and the Wood Elves are going to get this objective 2. And we do see the Wood Elf Dragon diving in, and Harry the Hammer is going to go in for the bonking, and maybe going to get a bonk off. 7,599 HP, does not take any damage there, so it is going to be chilling. So Hellstriders are called out. Now Hellstriders are very, very good in this matchup. Definitely one of the best uses of your marks, but this early on, I don't know. We don't see any Wood Elf Cav out yet, so I don't know how useful the Hellstriders are actually going to be. So I can't quite help but not like that pick out of the gates. But the Hellstriders are charging in, and a Miss Micro, they're going to blunder into the Dryads and definitely pay the price. But the Warriors have arrived, and the Dragon Lord here, he is afflicted by the Bane of the Dead, so his leadership is going to be a little bit lower. I guess Harry does lower leadership of everything, not just undead. So there is that. On the far side, we do see the Warriors grabbing the objectives. Chaos Warriors providing their steel capture weight here. 100 armor, very, very good melee defense at 44. Chaos Warriors are a pretty solid unit, honestly, very underrated. And now on the side, we do get the Hellstriders, but a Lapse in Micro here from Nipez is going to get them punished. The Wild Riders are going to get that booty, and there's nothing to really help there. But, I mean, even with Miss Microing here, the Hellstriders will get some kills and trade okay. But at the end of the day, that's going to be a pretty Bronzodia trade right there. Really nice Arrow of Karnas from Ash, going down the side, blasting those Chaos Warriors. Definitely really regretting probably not bringing a Hell Cannon here. A Hell Cannon deep set, just bombarding the Dragon or the Archers is so cost effective, so you really, really need that. But now we do get the Dragon attacking the Chaos Sorcerer, but Harry and the Sorcerer Lord could probably, you know, fight off the Dragon 2v1 with a little bit of support. Really nice stream of corruption going in from Nipez. That was a beauty right there. It does tickle those two units as more Warriors continue to move up. But the Wood Elves are actually winning in the middle. The Warriors and Marauders are being pushed back, just being peppered with arrows, so they're having a really, really bad time. And, you know, certainly their Silver Shields did well, but just that many arrows is still a lot. And we do see the forces of the Wood Elves starting to take over this game. As there's a little bit of lag here, we do see the Wildwood Rangers cruising up, and the Dragon character is going to be descending from the heavens once again to jump on top of the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, who's going to be moving into the tree line here. And we do see him dodging and darting around. Here comes the duel. The big dragon is able to get a nice attack. Nurgle character pulling back, but yeah, Chaos is kind of getting steamrolled a little bit. We get more Hellstriders being pulled in, but the Wood Elves are just clearing off Chaos pretty much all over the place. We got some Chaos Warhounds being harried back by Wild Riders here. They're looking to get on top of the Archers, but it's really hard to compromise the Archers unless you use Burning Head and or a Skull Cannon. Very, very tough. Now, Armored Trolls are okay here, but they're going to be very vulnerable against the Missile Fire, and their leadership will not be happy, especially if this Sorcerer Lord gets smashed up. Harry the Hammer continuing to meme. I mean, he does bonk down the Branch Wraith pretty hard. He's a vastly superior fighter. He raises his shield to block some of the arrows, which is very cool to actually see the animation in effect. But yeah, the Nurgle Lord probably going to get terrified and or broken off the battlefield. He's at 38 leadership. Crown of Everlasting Conquest going to give him perpetual healing, but I don't think it's going to be enough. This is just looking like a disaster for Chaos. Wood Elves are just doing work. Really, really nice cast, though. And that has been one thing Nipez has been doing very well, is the magic usage has been pretty clean. But aside from that, you know, Warriors are just going to be ground down. We have the Chadwood Rangers arriving, one of the coolest looking units in the game, in my opinion. And I really like the color scheme, like that blue, kind of a teal blue on their capes looks really rad. But they're going to be heading over and boinking these Chaos Warriors on the head, and that is going to be it, as the Nurgle Lord does get broken. Harry the Hammer's not going to be able to do anything, and we got a 4,800 to 2,200 value differential. Good night, Sweet Prince. Yeah, the Chaos build was very, very not good. It was a very poor build, but you know, he played okay with what he had for sure, and he did go undefeated tonight. So shout out to our boy Nipez. Well played to you, man. Just the build needs to be a little bit cleaner against a high-level player. Like Ash has been crushing tournaments lately, just crushing it. So, and Harry the Hammer has no place in this matchup. If anything, Aecold, but Aecold even sucks here too. So you're not going to have a good time. Wildwood Rangers are just Harganeth Executioners, but leafier. Yeah, they're, I think, faster too. Not by much. And I think they're cheaper. That's the big difference, is that they're much cheaper. Although, you know, occasionally you have seen fringe Harganeth Executioners against Chaos, but the reason why Wildwood Rangers are good is because Chaos usually brings a lot of armored infantry against Wood Elves, so it's kind of like a counterintuitive, or it's an intuitive pick, is what I meant to say. So the Dragon character is going to pull back in. Chaos can scrap a little bit longer, but they're basically tabled. I mean, it is a tabling. We see Marauders running, a couple Hellstriders to Slaanesh are trying their best here, but they're going to be having a bad old time. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be game blouses. GG, well to the played. That there's not going to be much more. Wild Riders will probably, you know, trade evenly in this fight, but with the Archer Fire coming in, the Hellstriders will actually lose that. And GG. All right, we're going to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. The Chaos build, I could show you guys some Chaos builds versus Wood Elves that are pretty good. But yeah, this was just, didn't have, Nurgle Magic is not particularly good here. And the Herald the Hammer is not very good. So if you just replace these two with more efficient elements, you'd probably be in much better shape. As far as reinforcements go, Skull Crushers are okay. Hellstriders are good. Armored Trolls suck here. They're not good. So you cut the Armored Trolls, you cut the Skull Crushers. There's a lot of stuff you can do to improve that, for sure. All right, so if we go look, I don't know if I have a build saved. My Chaos builds are very outdated. So let's go to Army Setup. Did I ever make one for... They're so outdated. The builds are old. I could make one real quick, but let me see if the other side is ready first. And if they are, then we'll just go to the finals. Okay, Boss Toss did win. So we'll do that. If you guys remind me at the end of the stream, we can do a build for that. Oops. Okay, so turn finals. It's the final countdown. Here we go. So let's go ahead and get Boss Toss in here. Versus Ash 007. And the matchup is going to be, let's go look here. Changer's Madhouse, very fun map. Crazy Vanguard on the map. You definitely need to play for Vanguard. And we have Ash is going to be on Beastmen. Oh yeah, Ash is really good at Beastmen. I remember that. And then Bostos is going to be on Kislev. Ooh, that's some good flavor. I'm happy with this. This format rules, dude. It's so good. I really like the format. The faction diversity and like the tactics of picking factions for maps and picking factions at various points in the tournament. Just chef's kiss, dude. Zerthu is very good. Yeah, he's solid. He is solid. Yeah, Zerthu has Flock. Yep, he's got Flock of Doom. Pretty damn good. People usually bring Zerthu with like just Flock, and then they'll bring like a Branch Wraith with Earthblood and Melkos or something. You'll see that. That kind of thing. Kislev versus Beastmen. Let's get it. All right. And here we are in the grand finale. All the marbles are here. The fate of the old world is upon us. And yeah, it's good. Man, so guys, I need some help. Some insight. I have been fiending to start another channel because I don't know. I want to do a little bit more, you know? But I can't decide on what to do. I don't know, man. It's like if you guys have any cool suggestions of something that would be fun, you know, with what you already know, that would be greatly appreciated. Kind of, there's a couple things I'm leaning towards. Maybe we'll like slap up a poll right now. That would actually be good. Okay. One second here. I wanted to do something that wasn't like as much. Because the channel we have here already is going to be, I think someday I will cover tabletop on this channel already. So it's already so much within the spectrum of what we do that I think Haggard Millennial Podcast. Okay. Opening a martial arts dojo. Yeah, with my crippled bum hands. That would be fun. Let's see. Okay, so that would be good. I don't think it would, Reginald. I find that I've gotten to a place that I have this system down for this channel that I could start another one on the side and it wouldn't be too taxing, I don't think. It wouldn't be another game. Oh, dude, Armand, you were a beast, bro. You gave me the business in that first game. It was very, very epic. You getting my life caster was very clutch. Yeah, you did great, dude. Hope to see you in the finals here. Yeah, so let's see. So let me explain the okay, so these are a couple things that I've had. Series slash. And I'll explain all of these and you guys can kind of vote. Okay, I'm just kind of like putting down some ideas I've been having lately, and while I have you guys here, my captive audience, I need some feedback. Okay, so career cast, and I'll explain all this. Okay, and then the other one would be, yeah, these are the two I'm leaning towards right now. Career cast. Almost ready. Then the other one would be what? Okay. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm leaning into right now. And let me explain the options. So the first one is the most simplistic. That would be a podcast, which is very focused on like Haggard millennial culture. That would be with Professor Pone and potentially, right, where we just do that, that type of thing, right? And if Anna wants to, of course, we would do that. The second one is a little bit more formal. So something I've always found interesting is like interviewing people about careers and how did you get into this career and how can I get into this if I want to. So the second one would be an interview series or an interview channel where basically I interview people from different professional backgrounds and just talk about their careers, how they got started, ask the harder questions like, what's your salary? What's the career outlook look like? What kind of benefits, like things that if like, let's say it's a channel where you want to become a firefighter or a cop or, some sort of a specialist lawyer, that is what the career cast would be. So the career cast would be like interviewing people in various fields. Cause I have some pretty, I would say good things across the board. Now, the terrible movie review channel would be something where my wife and I would just watch god-awful movies, and then we would say, okay, this week we're going to watch this absolute shithouse Steven Seagal movie, and then we just sit down and talk about it and roast it afterwards or explain the experience, and maybe it was a bit fun. Those are the kind of things. Yeah. So it would just, the reviews would not be clinical at all because I don't know anything technical about filmmaking despite having a background with my family with it, but I don't know shit. So it'd basically just be like, the general thoughts. But those are the ideas I've kind of thought of recently. Yeah, sounds good, Zara. Absolutely. Absolutely. One of my, I was thinking of the career cast idea. It's like, my neighbor is like one of the coolest people ever. He's a firefighter. He's a fire captain nearby, and he's been like dealing with all these fires in California, and he's got a lot of good insight into it. And like, he'll give you the nitty gritty about being a firefighter and like the realities of it, and the I think that would be really interesting. And I have friends who've like opened businesses and like entrepreneured in various ways, and I just think that would be interesting. I got to go terrible movie review channel, especially if we could stream it. Yeah, it would probably be we'd like watch the movie and then Anna and I would watch it and then we would like sit down and talk about it afterwards. But career cast is, I think, honestly, probably the most viable idea for like mainstream. It wouldn't be as funny though. The other ones are more like comedic focused. I mean, potentially you could do all three, but I'd have to see how much that would be time wise. All right, guys, just vote away. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll go from there. Do it all. I know. Arguably, you could combine the first and the third one. The podcast and the movie reviews could be combined into one thing where where every week on the podcast, you open it up by talking about the piece of shit movie that we watched. So that could be part of the flavor of the podcast. See what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I got off tangent. We are here, and it is time for our grand finals. It's going to be the forces of Kislev led by Boss Toss facing off against the Great Ash. So an RTK Civil War. No surprises there. Now, taking a look at the Kislevite army, it is going to be rocking a Ice Witch with Tempest. So Tempest is going to be using Hoxa Miska to try and blast the leadership off the Beastmen units. The rest of the army is going to be Kossars, backed up by bow Kossars, halberds, and more Kossars with spears on the periphery of the formation. And that is that. So looking at the Bray Herd, it is going to be Malagor the Dark Peacock with Flock of Doom spam, which is, that Flock of Doom is so good. So good and tasty. He gets all three of these guys. So he does get the armored Kossars, as well as these two Kossars right here. That's beauty. I mean, if you can get 3 units with a flock, chef's kiss. Aside from that, we do have a lot of Unga Bunga, Ungor Spears, Centaurs flanking around, Razorgore Chariots being used by Ash, Butchers of Kalkengard going to be hunkering down in the middle objective, and a Bestigor herds. Yeah, guys, you remember Ash was the Bestigor player who won the tournament with the Bestigors, I think. Yeah, so we got the Chad Bestigors. Who needs Pestigors when you can get the Chad Bestigor? Oh, I love it. All right, so the armies are going to be clashing, and the Beastmen are going to be doing a circuitous flank here. So coming around the side, as the Chariots plow through, disrupting the Kislev formation, getting into the secondary as well, getting a couple kills back there as they move in. Malagor going to be diving into archers as well. And this Bray Herd army is just no prisoners. It is going full aggro, full pressure, which works very well. You potentially win on objectives that way. But on that same coin, Boss Toss is getting good archer fire with 2 archer units, 3 actually, shooting into the Butchers of Kalkengard. Good Hoxa Miska here, but these Bestigors are going to just start value trading super hard. And who would have thought that the Beastmen would be using besties in 2025? They're probably going to beat these warriors as well as these Kossars, although with the bowfire, maybe not. But, on paper, they would probably win 2v1 versus these units. Value trading is very even. We do see the Butchers of Kalkengard getting slapped up a little bit. Bestigors have broken through the front line and have surged into the secondary. So these big cloven beasts, the Giga Chads, the best of the beasts, have gotten in and are routing off these archers. And now Kislev is going to need some things in the woods. They're going to need something to deal with the Bestigors. But that's the thing. Nobody expects the Bestigors. Nobody expects them, And, so they're just going balls deep in the secondary right here. These armored Kossars are having a a terrible old time. And ladies and gentlemen, we have quite a situation on our hands here. Now, looking back, Beastmen very comfortable on Objective 3 and Objective 2. Looking at Kislev, they're starting to lose on the objective. The Warriors are actually trading surprisingly well, but that was because of the bowfire. But now we got chariot pressure coming in. So Beastmen going to be getting the Razor Gores down the pipe. Not the best contact. They only run over a couple of the Kislevite Warriors. But Kislev is starting to fall behind in value, which is not good. Bestigor is penetrating deep into the secondary, guys. And they are able to cut through those Kossars. In the meantime, on the outside, we do have a cav fight. It's going to be some Kossovite Dervishes versus Centaurs, but Centaur is proving to be very beastly as they tear apart those Kossovite Dervishes. They're not winged lancers, so they will be losing that fight. And yeah, you know what? The tail of the tape for this battle really seems to be the fact that the Ice Witch is not really doing anything. She's gotten a little bit of value, 600. She's not super useful. And on top of that, there's no real good answers for the Bestigors. Their Bestigors are just plowing everything they get into and trading very, very well. No things in the woods. They're nothing to really kind of handle those. Although things might be pretty good here because they could counter the chariots and also counter the besties, which are still grinding on this point, mind you. But they have taken a lot of damage from the archers. But if the Gorherd rear charges here, they might be able to end up winning that one. Malagor able to get a big dive into the secondary. So we do see the Kossars here get dragged down. Looking around the battlefield, Objective 2 belongs to the Beastmen. Objective 3 as well. More Centaurs coming in with great weapons. So Ash doesn't even use Centaurs of Tzeentch, rather opting for the cheaper variant just to get them out on the field faster and be a little bit more swarmy, which I actually do like. Centaurs of Tzeentch are good if you need the magic damage, but if you don't, just go for the regular ones. You know, you're going to be totally fine. Totally fine indeed. So looking across here, we do see Objective 1 is now being flipped. Kislev is keeping even-ish on the value, but their infantry presence is nearly gone. And we do have the Ice Witch and a little bit of pressure from Kislev in the middle as their Armored Kossars do emerge victorious in this fight. Here we see the Butchers of Kalkengard being dragged down by the Ice Witch. So she was finally able to find a good engagement here. Ice Witch, of course, is an anti-large character. But I feel as if every game I see with the Ice Witch, it's kind of a bit of a trap. People bring her and she's like expensive and just doesn't seem to get it done. But I don't know. Yeah, like we saw them very like hip and popular in the beginning. Kislev does have the leadership advantage too, so if it does get down to like a knockdown drag-out situation, maybe Kislev's leadership's going to get him there. Malagor doing a little bit of trolling in the back. He's just kind of camping back here, trying to route things off. Kislev does call in some Winged Lancers, which will win this fight. Winged Lancers will usually do very well against Sentis, but they get slapped with the Enfeebling Foe. That could change the dynamic of that duel, so we'll have to see how this all unfurls, ladies and gentlemen, as they continue raging over there. In the middle, Kislev's Dragon is going to be cackling it up, so they do get here. Like this Beastman player is not. He's not even using Corngors or Pestigors or anything. He's just using OG Beastmen and making it look really, really good. Bestigors are crushing in 8,000 value against 6.2. Bostos is an amazing top tier player, top 5 in the world right now, I believe. Ash has got to be up there as well. We'll look at the leaderboard after this, but this game is just over. There's nothing that Bostos is going to be able to do. His build was not prepared for what was brought to bear with the Bestigor herds and the chariots. You know, he didn't have answers for those. So GG, well played. Beastmen victory in the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, in the Civil War. That was fast and that was furious, indeed. All right, so that was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And we are going to be, let's see here, taking a look at the stat breakdown and seeing, yeah, the build just was not prepared for the besties and the chariots. 1,400 value, Bestigors grinded and were really, really tough to kill. Sentis, of course, extremely good. They're very, very disruptive. But he just brought regular ones. And 600 value, nothing got like insane value. It was just kind of the Kislev army just didn't get much value anywhere. The archers got like 100 value on most of them, so they didn't really do much. The archers were kind of useless here. Heavy war sleds would have been very, very good there. Would have been very, very good. Yeah, no, this build just had no answers. None for what was brought. All right. So perfect. And we are going to peek here. You blinked and missed it? Yeah, absolutely. So you guys wanted the build crafting of Chaos vs. Wood Elves. Congratulations to Ash on a hard-fought victory. You know, going undefeated today, essentially. And for the Warriors of Chaos build, I don't know. Okay, that was weird. He was kind of bugging out on us there. So if you're playing Warriors of Chaos against Wood Elves, here's probably the direction you would want to go. So you just go here, do this, and we're going to go walk into Wood Elves. Okay. So you definitely want a Marauder-centric front line. They're going to be your best friends. They're just going to get smashed. There's a couple ways you could go about it against the Wood Elves. Village isn't terrible. You could do a village build, but yeah, I think that you're going to want a Hell Cannon ROR. And if you're going to go for the Hell Cannon, you need to be able to protect it from the dragon. Because if the dragon just flies over and gets the freebies, you're going to be really sad. So triple horseman, Hell Cannon. You're going to want at least 2 Hell Striders in reserve, okay? So we're going to figure it out from there. Now, 1 Chaos Knight I think is good, and you can mark them with Tzeentch. Tzeentch Chaos Knights do magic damage against Dryads and have regenerating shields, so they're very excellent against Wood Elves. Now, the Lord choice is where it becomes a little bit tricky. You need a Lord who cannot be sniped by missiles effectively. So what I like to do is get Valkia, because Valkia can bully the dragon characters really, really hard. And then you can just get a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire, right? Like you're just cooking at this point. This is a build I would happily take into a top tier Wood Elf player and feel very confident with. So you go this, Burning Head. You can get Fireball as like a cheeky little tertiary spell, or get Flaming Sword. Either of those directions is going to be fine. From here, I actually really like Aspiring Champions. You can throw one into the build. All right. So Marks of Chaos. We have Khorne. Yeah, we have 1 more Mark of Chaos to use. So you gotta choose your words carefully here. But as far as like infantry reinforcements go, you can do a couple Forsaken. They're okay. I don't hate the Forsaken. You can even do some Warriors. Like baseline Warriors as reinforced are good. Dealing with like a Durthu character, you would have Valkia and you would have the Hell Cannon, right? So that's going to be nice. You're probably going to have your bases covered with that. As far as like the other elites here go, like not too interested in those. You can just get a Hell Scourge Hell Strider. They're better against infantry. They can clear off Dryads with some support, so they're not going to be unhappy. And a couple Poison Hounds for sure mandatory. For Monstrous Infantry, Blood Beasts are okay, but I think just getting like cheap Chaos Knights is going to be better for you. And we can do this. And yeah, 1 Hound here. And then aside from this, it's kind of tricky with the last money, but yeah, it's like another Forsaken. They're fine. This is good. You like all 3 options? Well, okay, that definitely didn't make my choice any easier. These are all things I'm considering. So probably what we'll do is maybe combine the podcast idea with the movie review idea. So maybe every podcast could be like opening up and talking about like a piece of shit movie we watched the last week. Wouldn't you want fire damage? Yeah, you have a Burning Headcaster. So you have the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. And you have anti-large and Valkia. Arguably, maybe bringing 1 anti-large unit here could be useful, like a Halberd or Severed Claw. You could even, mix in a Severed Claw, but I don't think so. Wildwood Rangers are going to smash them, so something like this is really good. You basically just Burning Head the Wildwood Rangers and the Archers, and also hit them with the Hell Cannon, and then you're fine. Then you're cooking. Yeah, GG Ash. That was very good. That was very, very clean play, dude. You played like an absolute champion. Really enjoying watching you play. It's been fun. Hell Cannon against Waystalkers is fine, but you have to have good buffering. You have to screen properly. You have to just push up and not let them close that distance and scout your peripheries. I think it's fine. Yeah, you could go Flaming Sword, you go Fireball, whatever. It's all good choices. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. That was a lot of fun. We'll see you all on the other side. Great tournament tonight. Drop a like on the way out. We got 347. Let's see if we get up to 500 before you guys leave. There's almost 1,500 people here. It helps keep the Total War engine alive and lets YouTube know that people still, enjoy this stuff. All right, guys. That's going to be it for today. You guys take care of yourselves. Congratulations to Ash. Powerful victory and well played to Boss Toss for the 2nd place. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for tonight, I believe. Adios, do widzenia. And I'm going to go hang out with the smoking hot lady. GG's and well to the played.